Hey JEE Warriors, welcome to the 30th January shift number 1 JEE Mains 2024 paper discussion, and you are live right now with your Captain Shreyas, your physics master teacher, and welcome to the number one JEE channel in the south of India and the number 1 English channel in the country, the Vedantu JEE English channel. I hope I'm audible and visible clearly. Let me know by giving a thumbs up and smashing the like button right away right now. And if you have not yet joined the channel, yes, subscribe to the channel right away. I'm seeing all the people live right now. Very good, very good. Keep smashing the like button. Yes. Hello, Unique. Hello, Roshni. Let's begin with the lecture. Let's begin with the session. So as people are joining in, let me also advise you, let me also inform you, because this is very important, that if you have given your examinations and you are looking for the next step ahead, the next step has to be Ekalavya, my dear students. Remember, if you are thinking about clearing JEE Advanced, if you are thinking about entering IIT, then one and only one name that should ring in your mind is Ekalavya program, and it is absolutely free of cost. The best part is you get everything, be it sessions, be it assignments, be it mock tests, be it guidance, be it strategies, be it post advanced counseling, everything is included. So make sure you are filling the link which is there in the description box. There is a form which will open up. Make sure you're filling in your details and also join the Telegram group. The link is there again in the description box. You can also scan this particular QR code or just enter via this link t.me drishti _ JEE _ prodigy. Okay, so be a part of this and start sharing this particular JEE Mains 30th January shift number 1 link with all the students right away right now in all the Telegram channels, in all the status, in all the groups that you are in. Okay, the physics discussion has started right away right now. Yes, with your Captain Shreyas. And here comes the first question on your screen. It says that a particle of certain mass has been thrown at some angle 30 degrees with the horizontal. Find the angular momentum at the highest point. That's what the question says. So let's see how do we solve this particular question. We start off by drawing the diagram of this. So you're throwing the particle with some speed and it goes like this. This is the ground. Okay, and we have to find the angular momentum at the highest point. So at the highest point, remember, only the horizontal speed remains. So if this is theta, this will be just u cos theta. And now the question is find the angular momentum. So to find the angular momentum, what we do is you draw a perpendicular, something like this. You draw a perpendicular, something like this, on the line of velocity. On the line of velocity. This is your line of velocity or momentum. And this is your r perpendicular, the perpendicular that you have drawn on this line. So the angular momentum is m r perpendicular into that velocity. So r perpendicular in this case is nothing but the height itself, So this technically is the height. So height formula is nothing but, what is the height formula, my dear students? Isn't it u square sine square theta divided by 2g? And what is this velocity? That velocity is none other than u cos theta. So rearrange the terms. You will have mu cube by 2g, and you have sine square into cos square theta. Sine square 30 into cos square, sorry, not cos square, just cos of 30. That's it. So this will become mu cube by 2g. Sine 30 is half, square will make it 1 by 4. Cos 30 is just root 3 by 2. 2 4s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So 16 should be there and root 3 should be there. So I think it should be option number B. How many of you got it? Very good, Uma. Excellent. Very good. Keep posting the answers. I will feel proud. I'll feel happy that you have got the answer. And if you are from the previous or the next shift, then you are showing off your knowledge as well. Very good. Answer is option B. Very good, very good, very good, my dear students. So many of you have got the correct answer. Very good, John. Very good, Kumar. Moving on to the next question coming up on your screen. This question is repeated from the previous shifts. If you have attended my discussions on 27th Jan and 29th Jan, then you will see that similar kind of questions have come in the previous shifts. So this tells you, if you are going to write the exam in the evening or tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you have to, solve these questions. So let's solve this question. It's nothing but what is the maximum wavelength that should strike the metal for emitting the photoelectron. So basically it's a question on the work function, and the work function is hc by that critical wavelength, right? And the work function is given to be 3 electron volt, and hc value is 1240 electron volt. This whole thing divided by lambda, assuming this is in nanometers, so lambda naught will be electron cancels, 1240 by 3. 1240 by 3, what is it going to come out to be? Very good, Amu saying option A. Alumelu, unique, very good. All the students, I can see so many students are also joining in from Telangana and Andhra. Miru ella aru, Baundi, everyone, very good. Okay, let's go on to the next one coming up on your screen. Yes, let's see, what is it? Yep, here it is. If the length of the rod is doubled and area of a cross section is halved, then the Young's modulus will be. Come on, my dear warriors, this is one of the easiest question. I want you to tell me. Come on, all the Pasangla, Solanga, what should be the answer for this question? Young's modulus is a materialistic property. Young's modulus is a material property. Whatever be the length, whatever be the breadth, whatever be the area, doesn't matter. It's a material property, so it will not change at all. Hence, it will be just same. Yes, is that understood? Clearo? Okay, sir. Very good, sir. Let's go, sir. Okay. The gravitational potential at certain height is this much. Gravity is this much. The height from the surface of the earth is how much? The height from the surface is how much? Let's have a look, my dear students. So, over here, the formula for gravitational potential is minus Gm by R. And that value is minus 5.12 into 10 to the power 7. The gravity at height h as a formula, Gm divided by R square. And that is given to be 6.4. Just divide these two. Gm, minus gets cancelled. I am just left with 1 by R by 1 by R square is 5.12. Remember, minus has cancelled here. Don't worry about it. Into 10 to the power 7 divided by 6.4. R cancels, 1 by R remains, that R goes on the top. So R will become 512 and 64. I think it will go 8 times, but that decimal has to be accounted for. So 0.8 into 10 to the power 7, this is in meters. So you will have to convert it into kilometers. I feel that will be better. So this will be nothing but 8 into 10 to the power 6. So 8,000 into 10 to the power 3 meters, which is 8,000 kilometers. 8,000 kilometers. Now this R, remember, technically is the radius plus the height. So height will be 8,000 minus the radius of the earth, which is 6,400. Everything is in kilometers. How much will you get it? 6,400 and 8,000. That's going to leave you with 1,600 kilometers. Yes, everybody, Solanga. What is the answer? Option D. IIT Delhi. Very good, very good. Answer is option D. Yes. Yes, answer is option D, 1,600 kilometers. So many people forgot to subtract the radius of the earth, and then you would have got the answer as 8,000 kilometers. I don't think it is there in the options, or maybe this was kilometers, but yeah, the answer is obtained after subtracting the radius of the earth. If you forgot that, then you are mistaken, my dear students, and you would have got the wrong answer. Okay? Okay. Let's go. What is this? Acha, oh, we have to go to this question. Question number 5. In a transformer question has come in almost every shift. So if you are preparing for the next shift, keep in mind this question is very important for all of you. Okay? Transformer questions have been coming repeatedly again and again. Okay. Cheppu sir, what is the answer for this? Fine. Let's see what is the answer. Okay. See guys, the turns are given on the input and the output side. Input voltage is given, this voltage is not given, secondary voltage is not given. We know that the primary voltage by the secondary voltage is primary turns by the secondary turns. Primary voltage 220, secondary voltage don't know. Primary turns 100, secondary turns 10, 0 gone, 0 gone. So what is Vs? Vs is just 22 volts. Vs is just 22 volts. Now these two resistors are in series. I hope you can see that. The current will go like this. That's it. It will come like this and it will go through this coil. So what is the current, sir? Okay, so the current will be the voltage divided by the equivalent resistance. So that will be 22 divided by the total resistance, which is 15 plus 7, which is again 22. 22 cancels and you are left with 1 ampere. But that is not the question. The question is find the voltage across 7 ohm, which is VO. So what is VO, my dear warriors? VO will be current into the resistance. Use Ohm's law. Current is 1. That's why I found it in the first place. Resistance is 7. So 7 volts. 7 volts, everybody. Let's see how many of you got it. Awesomeness. Awesomeness. Many students are going to 7 volts. Yes, option B. Very good. Housework. Very good. Very good. Awesomeness. Now, let's call in upon the chemistry master teachers. Meanwhile, I'll collect the next few questions, right? So gear up for your chemistry discussion and the maths discussion. I'll be back very soon. Don't go anywhere and keep liking. If you're not liking, then you're not giving your Guru Dakshina. You have to give your Guru Dakshina, because the only way the knowledge transfer happens, and I keep telling this again and again, is through your showering of love and support. So make sure you are smashing that like button, and do not forget to check out the link for joining our Mains+Advance test series for just, less than 2,000 rupees, and you will get more than 30 to 40 tests with discussions and solutions with the latest pattern. It covers for JEE Mains second attempt and advanced. And the best part is many questions get repeated in the paper, just like it happened in the first attempt. Okay. So let's call upon chemistry master teachers. Hold on a second. All right, so let me just open up chemistry discussion. Let me see if ma'am has sent the paper somewhere or no. Okay, I think it will be coming. Yes, everyone, gear up, gear up, gear up. Ma'am, have you sent the paper?
Yes, she's sending.
Yes. So yes, the paper is right over here. So gear up, my dear students. So after Navamita ma'am, you will be having Namrata ma'am coming up for your maths discussion. Yes, here is your first question. Let's begin. Okay. So all the best, ma'am.
The first question will be solved by Nandini ma'am,
Okay.
who is coming up. What's up, guys? How are you all? How was the exam? Just a second. Wait. Okay, all right, guys. So who can tell me what is the answer to this question? I remember that I had told you many times that this question will come. Yes, do you remember? I kept telling you that permanganate, yes, potassium permanganate, potassium dichromate, very important. There will be a question from this, and now look at this. It has come. Yes, everybody. So what's up? The question is, find out the sum of the coefficients of all the species involved in the balanced equation. So 2MnO4 plus I minus, you had to solve it. We have to download this first. We have to download this first. Whoa, just a second then. Guys, give us 1 minute. Let me exit this.
So how is your chemistry paper? Again, easy? Was there any out of syllabus question? Because I am getting a question from metallurgy was asked.
Yes, there was. Actually, I think we can write it on this, no? We cannot?
Okay, I'll help you down.
No, wait 1 second. Yeah, there is. You can use this. 2MnO4 plus I minus plus H2O. And what does this form, everybody? What does this form? It forms MnO2 plus, okay, plus OH minus plus IO3 minus. Now, when we solve this, we will have here 2, right? 2, 4, yes, here also we will have 2 OH minus, correct? Balanced? Yeah. So 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The correct answer here is 9. How many of you got this answer? How many of you got this answer? Is it not came? What is coefficient of OH minus? See, again, it is a memory based, memory based session, guys. So I do not know what exactly is the question. If it was sum of all the coefficient, then the answer would be 9. If the question was that you had to write only the coefficient of OH minus, then the balanced equation is right in front of you and the coefficient of OH minus will be 2. Okay? Yes? All right. Now, Nandini ma'am, can you come here for the first question?
Yes.
1 second. You know what? Let's download this. Otherwise, we will not be able to send the PDF here. I think we will repeat the question. Guys, give us 2 minutes, yeah? 2 minutes. What was the question? Yes, Mohammed, you are asking or you are telling me the question, I guess. Coefficient of OH minus, then the answer is 2, okay? If it is coefficient of OH minus, then the answer is 2. If it is sum of all the coefficient, then the answer is 9. Yeah? Have we downloaded? खुल के नहीं रहा. हाँ, now it's opening. Sorry. Can we write?
Yeah, we can write.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is your first question. Yeah, here you go.
Okay. Once more second.
Don't close it. Just minimize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we are.
So, okay, we are back. So, another question was from organic. Again, in this shift, organic was really, really easy. Look at the question. I mean, okay, the statement 1 given to you is an alkene given to you and the chlorine is actually at the allylic position. What is the allylic position? Like after the pi bond, there should be a sigma bond and the carbon attached to the sigma bond should have a halide ion, right? So this makes it an allylic halide. So this is a very, very true statement. And the statement 2, bacha, is allyl halides have halogens attached to the sp2 carbon. Is this statement true? No, this statement is entirely false because in the allylic halide, the halide ion is actually attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon, right? What is this? What is the hybridization of this carbon? It is sp3, not sp2. Again, an extremely easy question, not expected from JEE. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, let's move on to the next part. So we have
this one we have already solved. Yes. So how many of you are telling me that this is the question, this is the answer? It is directly from NCERT. And I clearly remember that at least minimum I have told you 5 times that there will be a question from either potassium permanganate or dichromate. And here it is, if you remember. Right? Yes. Now moving on from here. Nandini ma'am, something happened. Okay. Next one is again an organic question which ma'am will be solving. But this is again another very easy question.
Yeah, you just have to tell the structure of this IUPAC name given to you in the question. The name given is 4-methyl pent-2-enol. That is it. Such a easy IUPAC naming. You just have to tell the structure of it. So let me write it down. What can be the structure? This the carbon chain, the longest carbon chain consists of pent, means 5 carbons. So first of all, I'll write 5 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, on the fifth carbon, there is a ul attached. Can you see there's a ul attached? Ul means what? An aldehyde. And as we know, aldehyde is a terminal functional group. So it will be on the fifth carbon. So here I'll write CHO. At the second position, there is a ene attached. Ene means a double bond. So this will be the first position because this is the primary functional group. Then it is the second position. At the second position, there is actually a double bond attached, right? And at the fourth position, there is a methyl group. So what is the fourth position? This is the third and this is the fourth position. Here it will be a methyl group attached. And this is the entire structure. Very, very easy question again.
Correct.
Right? And you can choose the correct option. Let us look at what is the correct option, bacha. The correct option is option number A. Right? So very easy, extremely question once again.
Yes.
Any? Okay? Now let's move on to the next question.
Yeah. One more time. How many of you remember predicted question? Isn't this predicted question? Did I not tell you that cerium, cerium, gadolinium, ytterbium and terbium, there will be one question from DNF block, and lo and behold, here you have which of the following lanthanide ions are diamagnetic? Ma'am, the pen, 1 second. Yes. So what will be the answer? The answer is obviously option A because cerium plus 4. That means this will be 4F0, 5D0 and 6S0, and here you will write xenon. This is going to be the electronic configuration, and for lanthanum you will have once again xenon, and then it will be 5D0, 6S0. Is this correct, everybody? Yes, this is correct. So you see now why you should follow the channel and why you get the predicted questions. Wasn't it easy? Let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next one. The solution is already done. Yes. Find out the maximum number of hybrid orbitals formed when 2s and 2p orbitals are mixed. I feel like this is not even a JEE level question. I mean, it does not, doesn't justify to be a JEE Mains question anyway, but chalo, so this is your 2s orbital and here is your 2p orbital. What will happen if we mix this? We will get 4 orbitals, isn't it? So it will be 2s and 2p hybrid. That means 1s and 3p. So this is the answer. The answer will be 4. Answer will be 4. You will be getting maximum number of hybrid orbitals formed will be 4. 4 is the correct answer. Yes, 4 is the correct answer. Everybody agrees to it. Great. Let's move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Okay, so find out the work done in the following cyclic process. Following cyclic process, that means what will happen here? What will happen? All we have to do is half multiplied with base multiplied with height here, and then you can write it as half multiplied with base here is 20 because 30 minus 10. So 20 into 10 to the power 3 because dm cube multiplied with 20, again 30 minus 10 into 10 to the power minus 3. So this and this will get cancelled. 2 and this will get cancelled. The correct answer would be 200 joule. Yes. Is this correct, everybody? Yes. This was not the question. What was the question? It was molecular orbitals. What was the molecular orbital? Please tell us the question. Don't worry. It's okay. Don't worry. You can tell us the question. We will come back with it. We are not going to solve all the questions right away. Chalo, let's move on to the next question. So these are very not at all time consuming, and I guess chemistry was absolutely scoring this time, right? These are all like easy peasy biryani tasty 4 marks free of cost. Correct? Okay. IUPAC name anium element lies in which group in the periodic table? Once again, remember I told you that 118 is the last element that has been discovered, that is oganesson, and that is a noble gas. It is in the 18th group. If that is an 18th group, from there you can easily calculate anium is 111th element. This belongs to 11th group, 7th period, that is option A. That is option A. Clear hai? Clear, everybody? Chemistry 92. Chemistry 92. Awesome. Awesome. Very nice. Chalo, let's go to the next question. The next question is, yes, here you go, Nandini ma'am.
Okay. So the question is about the diazonium salt reacts with X compound to give a scarlet red color. This is again a very good kind of question. It is asked almost every year in all the JEE exams based on your diazonium salt and how you prepare the diazonium dyes, right? So this is again a question based on how you make the dye. So we will look at the components. So how you make a diazonium salt, bacha, you just take a aniline, right? You take a aniline and then you react it with HNO2 and your HCl, right? NO2Cl, and what happens? Your diazonium salt actually forms. It is what? N triple bond. N positive will come here, Cl minus will come here. And now, with what compound should you react this diazonium salt to get a scarlet red dye, right? So I actually have to react it with this compound which is called the 1-naphthol compound. Okay? With 1-naphthol you react it to get a scarlet red dye. Let's look at the entire reaction series, bacha. The entire reaction series happens like this, and the N double bond N actually attaches at the ortho position to your OH group, and you get an orange red dye or a scarlet red dye. These two are the main colors for that. Okay? So this was a very simple, again your NCERT based question. There are only two dyes in your diazonium salt. Okay? Orange dye and the other one is the yellow dye. And this one, this was
Also,
one
this
of
is
them.
a repetitive question. Diazonium salt had come last year also. Last year also there was a question related to diazonium salt, everybody. So please follow. Now you all know, whoever has remaining shifts, you guys know what you need to do. I think 27, 28, 29th also there was some repetitive question, right?
Yeah.
So I think we will make a video regarding that, and maybe then you can follow the topics which are repetitive for even this
Yeah.
shifts. This
Especially
year.
for inorganic, the DNF block, they're like repetitive questions.
Repetitive question.
Correct.
Absolutely repetitive.
And this
question.
time, physical chemistry was really, really easy.
So easy. There is a question related to what is the mass that you want. Like nobody expected it to be so easy.
Okay.
But well,
Let's move forward.
yes.
Yeah, this is a nice question. I love this question.
is a nice question because it's just the English, the language has been slightly tricky. Nothing else. The question is not tricky. Okay, it's just that the language is tricky here. Anyway, so let's read the question. Same energy level orbitals are called degenerate orbitals. True, everybody. We all agree that this is true. One second, ma'am. Pen. Right? Same energy level. This is degenerate. We agree that this is true. Now, in hydrogen, the 3p and 3d orbitals are not degenerate orbitals. This is false. You know why? Because hydrogen does not have any electron in 3s, 3p or 3d. And because these all have the same principal quantum number, they will be degenerate orbitals. Only in a multi-electron system, when there is an electron, when there is a shielding effect, that's when they are not degenerate. But right here, the 3s, 3p and 3d orbitals are going to be degenerate. So this is true, this is false. Both the statement 1 and statement 2 are false. No, 1 is true, 2 is false. Yes, so option B here is the correct answer. Right, everybody? Yes, how was the paper? The paper was very easy. The paper was very easy. Yes, let's move on to the next question. Next question is, yes, another organic question.
Yeah.
Over to Nandini ma'am.
This is again from your name reactions. Name reactions are really, really important. This is what we discussed during the last coming days when we were discussing the entire chemistry, organic chemistry, that you have to do the name reactions. Can you look at this reaction and just tell me what is the name of this reaction? Extremely easy question. This is again a Rosen-1 reduction. Can you see? Reduction is going on, right? So this is a kind of Rosen-1 reduction which happens with the catalyst palladium barium sulfate, right? This is the catalyst for Rosen-1 reduction, correct? So you just have to tell the name of the reagent and probably the name of the reaction. Okay? So you should know the catalyst that does this. This is a very straightforward reaction, and in this case an HCl is actually eliminated out. Okay, the final product will be plus HCl, right? So this is the final product for the Rosenman reduction, where the chlorine actually gets replaced by a hydrogen atom, because you are adding a hydrogen, therefore it is a reduction reaction. Same simple.
This also looks like this is directly from NCERT.
Yeah, every question is directly from NCERT. You just have to have the NCERT by heart for this January, especially this January attempt of JEE, right?
Yes.
We have done this scarlet red color. Yes, we have done this question, bacha. Now the next question was, which of the following will not give Felling test? So what do you understand by this statement? There were a few,
Whoa, we got a super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Awesome gamer. Thank you so much. मेरी 98 परसेंटाइल आ जाए, भगवान से दुआ कर दो. Sure. इतना अच्छा केमिस्ट्री का पेपर गया है. I'm pretty sure that you will get 98 percentile. But अब now the what do you call it? क्या कहते हैं? I'm falling short of words. Responsibility. Oh, thank God. The responsibility is on you, because we did a lot of replica paper. We did a lot of predictable, questions, and most of the questions, the things that we told you in the last few days before the exams, they have all come. So the responsibility is on you to tell your juniors that they should subscribe to the channel, because it is going to help them, right? But thank you so much. और दुआ हम जरूर करेंगे. Yes. Anyway, over to Nandini ma'am. Which of the following will not give Felling test? Till the time you explain, I'll write down the options here.
yeah. So which will not give the Felling test? Felling test means the sugar which are reducing. Only those sugar give the Felling test. Now how you will tell that which sugar is a reducing sugar and which sugar is not a reducing sugar? So bacha, whenever a disaccharide is made, correct? So before coming to the disaccharide, let us focus on the monosaccharides. In a monosaccharide, any sugar which has a aldehyde group, which has a free aldehyde group, you know what is the, can you give me the one? Thank you. So what is the structure of a sugar, bacha? There is an aldehyde group present at the top, because aldehyde group is a terminal functional group, and here some hydroxides and hydrogens are present. This is how a sugar is made, right? Any kind of sugar that we're talking about, and any sugar which has a free aldehyde group which can be converted into a hemiacetal form, right? If this aldehyde group reacts with the second last carbon and forms a hemiacetal form, that's what we concluded to be a reducing sugar, right? So what is the criteria for reducing sugar? That the carbon which contains the functional group, that functional group should be free, whether it is a monosaccharide or a disaccharide, right? Now let us look at the options. Lactose. Now let us look at the first option, which is lactose, and let us look at the structure of lactose. But this is the structure of lactose, and can you tell me which is the anomeric carbon here? The anomeric carbon here, bacha, is this carbon. Which carbon contains the functional group, right? And can you see on this carbon, the H and the OH are absolutely free. So this is a reducing sugar. In the same way, look at this. This is actually lactose structure. This is the maltose structure. Again, in the maltose structure, this is the hemiacetal group, and here also the H and OH are completely free. So therefore, this will give a positive Felling test. Okay? Felling test, those sugar give Felling test which are reducing sugar. I'm repeating again and again because the concepts get repeated, but the questions are not repeated. So please focus on the concepts. What is a reducing sugar? What is a non-reducing sugar? So any sugar which has a free anomeric carbon and the H and OH are free to react with the Felling solution. What is a Felling solution? It consists of copper 2+ ions which get reduced to copper plus ions, right? So this is how a Felling solution works. And the correct option, bacha, was your sucrose. Why? Just look at the structure of sucrose. This is the structure of sucrose. Okay, let me change the pen color. Okay, in the structure of sucrose, which you should know by heart, Okay, sucrose is made up of a glucose unit and a fructose unit, right? And in the glucose unit, this is the anomeric carbon, and in the fructose unit, again the anomeric carbon, bacha, is not free. Can you see? This is the anomeric carbon which is not free. Both the carbons are used in formation of a bond which is called a glycosidic bond. Hence, this bond, bacha, is not free. Okay, so therefore this is a non-reducing sugar. It will not reduce the Fehling solution. Hence your correct option is actually sucrose. Okay, any doubt in this? So the concept to remember is what are reducing sugar and what are non-reducing sugars. Okay, go through this concept once again before your evening
this was
test.
not the correct answer. And the correct option was
Sucrose.
Glucose.
Yeah, here it was glucose.
You get the point, right? Option C is the correct answer.
Okay. Anyway, I think we have completed the questions on the board, but we have a few more questions with us.
We have another
Yeah,
question. that
another
was,
question. We have semi-carbazide question, or do you want to discuss this one first?
I think that is easy, so let me just
ठीक है.
discuss that. Yeah, the question was, wait, I had written it here in the copy. Yeah,
We
what is
have
the
one
mass
physical
of...
chemistry and one organic chemistry question with us.
Yeah, I'll just write this down. I don't think I can reach there, so bacha, I'm writing it here, okay? What is the mass of sodium acetate? Sodium acetate so as to create a 250 milliliter of 0.35 molar solution, and given was molar mass, which was 82.02. Now tell me, is there another easier question from this mole concept chapter? I don't think so, right? All you have to do is, you know the formula, that is M is equal to given mass divided by molar mass multiplied with volume. So what do? We are going to write it as, here 0.35 molar multiplied with molar mass given here 82.02 multiplied with volume is 250 milliliter. Hence we can write it as 0.25, and that will be equal to the given mass. So if you multiply this, I think you will get it around 7.17 something, isn't it? 7.17605 or sort of like this, which is equal to nearest integer 7. That is the given mass. That is the given mass, right everybody? Is this clear? Yes? I think we can move on to the next question. Let's move on to the next question. Do you have it, Nandini ma'am? You will have to write it. Yeah. Or should we come back later after mathematics?
We can discuss it, then we'll get more questions and we'll come back.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to do another question, which is a semi-carbazide question, bacha, which was asked. So the question was, when I react acetaldehyde, which is a CH3HO, when I react a acetaldehyde with the semi-carbazide. Now, what is the structure of semi-carbazide, bacha? It is NH2 here, and then it reacts with NH. Okay, and here it is again a C double bond O group, and here again it is a NH2 group, right? So this is a semi-carbazide structure. Semi-carbazide structure. So whenever an aldehyde reacts with a semi-carbazide, bacha, what happens? A very, very easy reaction happens. What is happening? The H2O molecule is actually getting removed. Okay? H2O molecule actually gets removed. And what is the structure that you remained with? You remained with CH3 and then CH double bond NH, C double bond O NH 2. This kind of structure you are getting. Okay? And what is the name of this compound? It is nothing but acetaldehyde semicarbazide. Okay? Because an acetaldehyde group is added here. Okay? So this is the name of the compound, acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde semicarbazide. Semicarbazide. Okay? So in this, the question was actually how many nitrogen atoms are there in the product form after the acetaldehyde reacts with the semicarbazide. Okay? So you can count the number of carbons with me, which is number of nitrogens with me, which is 1, 2 and 3. So the answer was 3 nitrogens are present in the product when the acetaldehyde reacts with the semicarbazide. So what kind of reaction again is that? This is a semicarbazone reaction, right? You study it in the subheading, in the subtopic of semicarbazones, and from there this question was asked. Again, a super easy question. They didn't even try to make the reactants even a bit difficult.
I think that was also expected because you know, the last moment, that is in the December only, they came up with the syllabus, you know, trimming, right? They came up with the syllabus trimming only in December, and I thought so that it was so chaotic at the last moment that they probably did not want to pressurize you so much. But said so, now you have to understand that April attempt is probably not going to be this easy. So whoever still has a time, if you have even like, you know, in the tomorrow you have a shift or day after tomorrow you have a shift, please, the last 48 hours, it's very important. Try and do the questions that are repetitive. Try and do the topics that are repetitive. Know that these are the questions. Exactly. These are the basic questions that will definitely come. Okay. So just do that. And now I think over to mathematics, or do we have more questions?
We do have more questions though.
Or should we like put it up in the, I think maths is something that you need right now. And we will come back with some more questions, everyone. All right. Yes. So I will go call your Namrata ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So now back to maths. How is chemistry, guys? How is chemistry? Why is the chat so slow today? Don't be so slow. 1st Feb, okay.
Yes, ma'am is coming. Ma'am is coming. Just a minute. What are the important tests to remember in salt analysis? Toki, can you just, stay tuned to the channel, because once we are done with the second shift as well, we will be doing certain videos which will help you for the tomorrow's exam, okay, and the tomorrow's shifts, basically. All right? Yes. We will do that. What else? Any other questions? Somebody has asked that, ma'am, can you please do a repetitive question video? I think we will be doing that as well. Organic weightage, but we haven't calculated it. So you have to give us a little bit of time. We were right now just solving the questions and trying to get here with the video solution. Yes, in this year, you might, because you were getting a lot of repetitive question even from 27, 28, 29 as well. How was the maths? I don't know. I do not know. Thank you, Preeti. Thank you. But please, padh lo, bacha. Ab to padh lo. Yes. Okay, your Namrata ma'am is here. And 1 second. All right, let me just exit. Yes. Keep. Okay. And wait a second now. Save. Okay. Teacher Studio. There. Here. Yes. 1 second. Huh. Okay. Almost done. Done? Wait a second. Here you go. Yeah. Here you go. Over to ma'am. Bye-bye. See you guys. All right. Hey, my ninja warriors. What's up? What's up? So we have mathematics paper. Almost I have more than 12 to 14 questions I'll be discussing. Please let me know whether I'm perfectly audible and visible. All right. Okay. And you know what? Let me just reveal this, that we have one question which is out of the syllabus. Yes, one question is there. I'll be revealing it in in upcoming session, right? So wherein we will get bonus question. Okay. First of all, let's focus on this question. The question says, right, today I have a PPT. Today I am prepared with a PPT. Okay. So two circles having equations. So this is circle number 1 and this is circle number 2. Two circles having equations are given to us and both circles intersect each other at exactly 2 points. That means the situation looks like this. What happens? What is the condition when two circles intersect each other? So basically distance between centers C1, C2. Distance between centers of both the circle should be less than sum of the radius and greater than mod of R1 minus R2. This is the very important condition when two circles interact and they intersect at 2 points. So for this, what I need to know is, basically, can you clearly see -1 comma -2 is the first center, right? Whose radius is given as R. And this is what 2 comma 2 is center of another center whose radius, by the way, so 2 ka square plus 2 ka square, radius of second circle, 2 square plus 2 square minus 4. So that means 2 is the radius of this circle, isn't it? So we have all the data with us. We just need to plug in the value C1, C2. So distance between center of both the circles, who is going to tell me? So that would be 2 minus -1 ka whole square. So that is 3 ka square 9. And 2 minus -2 4 ka square 16. So this is coming out as 5. So this is 5. R1 plus R2, 2 plus R. And this would be mod of 2 minus R or R minus 2. Alright. So first of all, let me just solve this because this looks much easier. So this will become what? R should be greater than 3. This is giving me R greater than 3. Let me just solve this. 2 minus R ka mod is less than 5. Or what I can do is, yes, so my 2 minus R would be less than 5 and between -5, sandwiched between -5 and 5. Or what I can do is, rather than writing 2 minus R, I can write R minus 2 as well. This will look much simpler to you, okay? Because in modulus, I can do that, okay? So R would be less than 7. And in here, can you see R would be greater than -3. Now we need to take intersection of all three inequalities. So this say R is less than 7 and this says R is greater than 3. R is greater than -3, greater than 3. Intersection of these two will give me this only. This is rejected. Okay. So R is lying between, can you see that, 3, 7. This is your final answer of the very first question. Right? R greater than 3. So this was the first question. And you know what I would say, if you know this condition, if somebody who knows this condition, what happens when two circles intersect with each other, so the question is extremely easy if you know this, because inequality is not that difficult. Can you see, inequality is absolutely easy in this question, okay? Let's move on to the next question from the world of area under curve. Yes. So the question says we have a parabola and we have a line. Can you see this? I have already told you parabola and line. Please, I have told you plethora of times that line and parabola, area bounded by them, they will ask in JEE Main 2024. Okay. So yes, let's just plot the curve. So I can clearly see that 2, 0 is vertex of this parabola, and this parabola looks like this. Okay, 2, 0. What about this? So this y-intercept of this, basically this is plus 8. This line is plus 8. So this line will look like this. And you know what? The moment I solve these two, now I'll get intersection points. Let's calculate intersection point. So y is equals to 2x minus 8. Or I can write 2 times x minus 4. So 2 times x minus 4 is your y whole square. So this is y square is equals to this. Can you see 2 ka square and 4 is gone? So x square plus 16 minus 8x is equals to x minus 2. X square minus 9x plus 18 is equal to 0. So x is coming out as minus 3, 6 if you solve it. So x is minus 3. So x minus 3, 6. Minus 3, 6? No, actually 3, 6. Plus 3, plus 6. So x3 will lie over here, 3, and this would be 6, Now the moment I put x is equals to 3, this will become minus 2, 3, minus 2. Let me rewrite it nicely. So 3, minus 2 is the intersection point. And you know what? The moment you put 6, so 2 2s are 4, 6, 4 is the intersection point, and you are looking for this particular area. Now how to integrate it? Tell me, how do you integrate it? So you integrate by taking horizontal strip. So basically from minus 2 to 4, you need to write right curve minus left curve dy. With respect to dy, you are going to integrate. What is your right curve? This is your right curve, x right. So x, the value of x from here is y by 2 plus 4, right? So y by 2 plus 4, okay, minus, we have x left. Left is this whole parabola, which is nothing but, so x left. So y square by 4 plus 2, right? So y square by 4 plus 2, okay, and integrating it with respect to minus 2 to 4 and dy. Can you see 4 minus 2 can be written down as plus 2? So y by 2 minus y square by 4 plus 2 ka integration minus 2 to 4. If done nicely, this will give you plus 4 marks, right? So y square by 4 minus y cube by 12 plus 2y, so minus 2 to plus 4. The moment you put 4, what do you get? 4 4s are 16 by 4 minus 64 by 12, and we have 4 2s are 8 minus lower limit, so it would be 4 by 4. Do it nicely. This can give you calculation mistake, which will give you minus 1. So minus 2, so that would be plus 8 by 12, and this would be what? 2 2s are 4, so minus 4. All right, okay. So 16, this is 4. 4 plus 8, 12, right? 12 plus 4, 16. 16 minus 1 is 15. Area is coming out as 15, and 64 minus 8 is 72 by 12. So this is 15 minus 6. This will give you 9 as the correct answer. Can I see in the chat box? Yes. Can I see in the chat box? All right. Perfect. So 9 is absolutely right. This was your question number 2. Let's talk about the next question, which is question number 3, which says, so this is from arithmetic progression, and you know what? I am telling you that these kind of questions is worth spending time on, right? Very easy question. Just look at your notes. These type of questions are there in your notes only, okay? S20 and S10 is given to you. So S20 is 790. So n by 2, 2a plus 19d, okay? And 145, 10 by 2, 2a plus 9d, right? Yes. So this will be 10, 0, 0 gone. So I am getting two equations. 2a plus 19d is given as 79. And you know what? What about this? 5 2s are 10, 5 9s are 49. So 29, 2a plus 9d. From here, if you subtract these two, 10d will be equals to 50. D is coming out as 5. The moment you see D5, na, you can put the value of D over here, get the value of A. So 9 5s are 45. So 2A is equals to 29 minus 45. So this is 15, 16 minus 16. A is coming out as minus 8. Now we can tell anything about this question, right? So they are asking S15 minus S5. So S15 minus S5. So 15 by 2 minus 16 plus 14 times D. Minus sign, we have 5 by 2 minus 16 plus fifth term, no, 4 times 5. If you calculate this, you will get, if you calculate this nicely, so you will get, okay, 395. Yes, 395 is the correct answer of this particular question. All right, can you see this? What about this? Alpha question 9, 9, you are saying 9, 9, 9. What do you mean by 9? So 9 also I have written, no? 19 minus 9 is 10. Okay. Okay. All right, I guess. So 395 is the correct answer. All right, shall I move on to the next problem? All right, so this problem is from continuity and differentiability. So let me just write this problem again because this problem has some technical issue. So f of x is given to you as 1 upon modulus x when your mod x is less than 2. And it is given minus ax square plus 2b when your mod x is becoming greater than or equal to 2, right? And it is given that this function is continuous and differentiable in R. That means this function is continuous and differentiable overall, right? So what is the doubtful point? So basically the doubtful point is x equals to 2 and minus 2, right? And continuous and differentiable. So we will only focus on x equal to 2. Why? Because to get the value, and we are looking for this 48a plus b, we are looking for two values only, a and b, right? To get the value of a and b, I just need two equations. One I will get from continuity at x equal to 2, another I'll get from differentiability at x equal to 2, right? So here you can see modulus is involved. If I'm only talking about x is equals to 2, what do you think? This modulus is useless. If I'm only talking about x is equals to 2, why to make this problem unnecessarily complicated? Forget about the modulus when you talk about x is equals to 2, right? Because all the modulus will get open in the, so the moment I see f of 2 will be equal to, so f of 2 will be equal to what? Tell me. So 4 minus 4a plus 2b. And this will give me f of 2 minus. So f of 2 minus, that means the moment 1 upon a number which is slightly less than 2. So 1 by 2. So we need to equate it. 2b minus 4a is equals to half is the very first equation which I got from continuity at x equal to 2. Continuity at x equal to 2, right? What about differentiability at x equal to 2? So first of all, I need to differentiate this. So minus 1 upon x square, right? Differentiate this at x equals to 2, of course. Differentiate this minus 2ax, of course, at x equals to 2. Minus minus cancel. Can you see that one more equation I am getting? Let me write it over here. 1 by 4 will be equal to 4a. So a over here is coming out as 1 by 16. The moment you put the value of a over here, so 4 by 16 is 1 by 4. Half plus 1 by 4. So b is equals to what? 3 by 8. Yes. A is 1 by 16. B is 3 by 8. So 48. 1 by 16 plus 3 by 8 will give you 48 by 16 is 3. And this will give you 6 8 of 6 3 is 18. So 21, you know what? This is again a very easy question, right? Okay, I can see Kamal Kumar is writing alpha. And yesterday I took a session wherein I told you, please be mindful about selecting the question in mathematics. Because you will be able to solve only a few questions. So do not waste your time in such questions which are lengthier, which are time consuming, which is actually haunting you, which are lowering your confidence, right? That's the way to go about mathematics, okay? If the length of the minor axis of an ellipse is equal to the half of the distance between focus. Okay, so ellipse, they are talking about ellipse. Length of minor axis. Tell me in the chat box about this question as well. What do you think about this question? Alpha, beta or gamma? So length of minor axis of an ellipse is equal to half of the distance between focus. So you know what, the moment you see ellipse, can you see this is your minor axis and your focus is plus AE and minus AE comma 0. So distance between focus of the ellipse is 2AB. So half of distance between ellipse. Okay, this is given to you and they are asking you the eccentricity. Extremely easy question. 2 gone, square both the sides. 4b square is equals to a square e square. And you know what, for an ellipse, e square is what? 1 minus b square by a square, right? Take LCM, a square gone. So a square minus b square is equals to 4b square. Do I need to stop? Do I need to slow down? 5b square is equals to a square. You are looking for eccentricity, which is 1 minus b square by a square. A square can be written down as 5b square. This is gone. 1 upon 1 minus 5 ka root is your eccentricity, which is 4 by 5 ka root, or you can write it down as 2 by root 5. I want to see alpha in the chat box. I want to see alpha in the chat box, right? So this question is very easy. Length of minor axis equal to half of distance between focus. So you will get this, 2b is equals to AE. Square it, put the value of E, so you will get relation between B and D. Now what you are looking for is E square is equals to 1 by B square A square. So use this relation, everything will be sorted and eccentricity will be there. Okay, yes. What do you think? Doable or not? Yes. So again, now we have another question, sixth question. Yes, so PPT is really helping me. We are doing very, very fast questions, right? Okay, so my team has prepared a PPT for me. Kudos to them. Domain of cos inverse plus this. So basically, we are here to calculate domain. So whatever which is inside the cos inverse, no, it should lie between 1 and minus 1. That is first thing. Okay. And you know what? This is nothing but 1 upon log of 3 minus x. 3 minus x. So the moment I see logarithm, anything which is inside the logarithm, na, it should be greater than 0. First thing. And since you can see this logarithm is in the denominator, and you know that log 1 is 0, so 3 minus x cannot be equal to 1, because the moment 3 minus x will become 1, log 1 will become 0 and this denominator will haunt you because this will become 0, okay. So x should be what? Less than 3, okay, and x not equal to 2. So from here, can you see that one element which we are subtracting from the domain is C, and C is nothing but 2. By looking at this, I can say that C is equal to 2. Now let's focus on this. Let's focus on this part. 1 minus mod of x by 4 less than or equal to 1. 1 and 1 cancel. Okay. So negative of a modulus quantity less than or equal to 4. What do you interpret from this? Modulus is always positive. 4 is also always positive. So this quantity will always remain negative. So this is what they are saying. It should be either negative or equal to 0. The moment I put x equal to 0, it will become 0. That means this is true. This is true for all value of x belongs to R. Right? Whatever value you put for x, positive, negative, minus, 0, this inequality will get satisfied. That means from here, we don't have any problem. We don't have to remove any x. We have to accept all the x from this inequality. But you know what? This inequality is still remaining. So minus 1 less than or equal to 1 minus mod x upon 4. Right? So what I can do is mod x shift over here and 1 plus 1, 2. So mod x will be less than or equal to 8. X lying between minus 8 to 8. X is lying between minus 8 to 8. But here they are saying x should be less than 3. If I take intersection now, it would be x belongs to minus 8 to 3. Right? And we need to subtract 2. This is the final answer. So can you see this? minus a and minus 8 are equal. That means your a is 8, then b and 3 are equal, and then c and 2 are equal. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 is the correct answer. Please be very mindful. Once you reach till the very end now, it is the point where you can do silly mistake. You know what, there are some students who are telling me ki ma'am, we got this exact answer and then minus 8. So we saw a is equals to minus 8. Minus a is equals to 8. So a is coming out as 8. So by mistake they have written a is equals to minus 8. Minus 8 plus 5 minus 3, and you know what, they got confused. How can it is becoming negative? That means I have done something wrong and blah blah blah, right? Even if they are getting correct answer, in the very end, the moment you are about to get your answer now, please slow down a bit, okay? 2-3 seconds, take one more, take deep breath and then write, because that's the point of committing a silly mistake. All right, so this question is from binomial theorem, which says number of integral values in the expansion of, basically number of, they are saying integral terms. They are talking about number of integral terms in this expansion. So we need to write general term tr plus 1, 824 cr, 7 की power half, 824 minus r, 11 की power r by 6. Okay, right? So what we want over here is this. So basically 824 minus r upon 2 should belong to an integer. Basically not an integer but an whole number. Yes, I want this to be an whole number, and similarly r by 6 should also belong to whole number, right? So first of all, let's focus on this. R by 6 is my whole number. So r can be starting from 0, 6, then 12, and all the way up to now r can go up to 824. But r should be multiple of 6, that we are damn sure. Is 824 multiple of 6? 6 ones are 6, then 6 threes are 18, then 6 sevens are 42, right? 42. That means 822 will be my last term. This is multiple of 6. Okay. How many terms are there? Can you tell me? 137 terms are there plus 1. This is r is equals to 0. So 138. So if I put r is equals to 0, I'll get an integer. Okay. This is an integer. Now what about this? So this is for this term only. What about this? We need to tackle 824 minus r by 2 as well. But if you see this now, the only condition for this to become a whole number, the power to become a whole number, is this r should be multiple of 2. And you know what? Here r is multiple of 6, which is already multiple of 2. So we don't need to do extra about this. All the values of r which are mentioned over here now, if you put it over here, it will make this expression also in whole number. Are you able to see this? So this we don't need to worry about. So 138 values of r. So basically how many integral terms? 138 integral terms are there. So basically how many terms? Out of 820, so basically 825 total terms should be there, right? Out of 825, 138 integral terms. And how much? So minus kar do, non-integral term will be there. So in your shift, they may ask the number of non-integral term. This procedure is same. You always have to find the integral term or the rational terms, subtract it from the total number of terms, and then get rational or integral terms. Are you getting my point? Okay. All right. Yes. So we have another question, which is, by the way, from okay. So we have this question, that this type of question we have already done in 3D geometry, which says that we have a point 1, 2, 3. We have a line which is x plus 3, y minus 1, z plus 4. Sorry, this is z plus 4. Okay, upon 5, upon 2, upon 3 is equals to, let's say, k or lambda. Okay. So foot of perpendicular is given as alpha, comma, beta, comma, gamma. So can I assume the foot of perpendicular point from here? So that would be 5k minus 3, 2k plus 1 and 3k minus 4. I have already told you, the moment you see this situation now, what you need to do is, basically this is P, this is let's say A. So PA vector is perpendicular to this. This direction is 5, 2, 3. Calculate PA vector. Dot product between PA vector dot of 5, 2, 3 is equals to 0. Calculate PA vector. So PA vector would be what? 5k minus 3 minus 1. Right? So 5k minus 4 and then 2k minus 3. Okay, 3k minus 7. इसका आपको डॉट करना है 5. Then we have plus 2 plus 3 is equals to 0. Get the value of k. Once you got the value of k, put the value of k over here, and alpha plus beta plus gamma is, so this is your alpha only, right? This is your beta, this is your gamma. Calculate this. 5 5s are 25 plus 4 29. Then this would be 38k is equals to 5 4s are 20. Then we have 26. Then we have 21. So this will become, okay, what? Okay, so 43, right? Yes. So k is coming out as, so this is 2 lambda plus 1 and minus 2. So 2k minus 1, sorry. Right? So 2k plus 1 minus 2. So this would be minus 1. Now it's correct. 5 4s are 20. 20 minus 2, 22. And then 21. So this is k is equals to 43 by 38. Correct? Now you are looking for 19 times alpha plus beta plus gamma, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10k. Then we have 4, 5, so 4 and 3, 7, 7, so minus 6. That's what you are looking for. Now put the value of k, 43 by 38. So 19, 10, 43 by 38 minus 6 into 19. Right? Putting the value of k. Okay, I can see that this is not visible. Let me just write it. Okay. So this is 19. So 190 into 43 by 38. Okay. Minus 19 into 6. So this is 114. 38. So this is 10. This is 2. This is 5. 43 into 5 minus 114 will give you what answer? Will give you 101. 250. So 101 will be your answer, right? 101. In the chat box, please confirm yes, 101 is the answer. Please confirm the calculation. Okay, you've got the value of k from here. Alpha plus beta plus gamma, 101, right? So which thing we, so what is the USP? The procedure to calculate foot of perpendicular is extremely important. Okay. All right. So another question we have from complex number, which says that a complex number satisfies this equation. By the way, x and y both are non-zero. So z square, x plus iota y ka square. Then we have a plus sign over here. Okay, plus iota. We have z bar. Sorry, this is not an arrow, but a z bar. X minus iota y is equals to 0. We are looking for z square ka mod or mod z ka square. Okay. All right. So yes. Okay. So this is x square minus y square plus 2x iota y plus iota x minus plus y is equals to 0. Real part एक तरफ, imaginary part एक तरफ. X square minus y square plus y is equals to 0, and at the same time 2xy plus x is equals to 0. So x is 0 or y is equals to minus half. X can't be equal to 0. Can you see this? So if y is minus half, you put y minus half over here. So this will be minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 is equals to 0. So x square will be what? Plus minus 1 by root 2. Okay. Right? Clear? Two by 2, 2 minus 1. X is equals to plus minus 1 by root 2. Have I done anything wrong? X square minus y square. So y is coming out as minus 1 by 2. So this is, sorry, this is minus half, right? Yes. This is minus half, so x square is root 3 by 2, yes. Plus minus root 3 by 2, right? Now what is mod z? Tell me. Mod z will be equal to x ka square plus y ka square ka root. So that would be what? 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 ka root. And this would be 1. So mod z is coming out as 1. That means this will be 1. Right? Yes, 1, 1, 1. Okay. All right. Chalo, next question. All right. That's what this is the 10th question. And this is the question I was talking about. This is, my dear student, this should be a bonus question. Out of syllabus. Right? This is limit of a sum using definite integration. What is this? NTA, what did you do? Okay, right? So again, but I'm here to solve it. We will claim it. Do not worry about that. This is bonus question. So yes, so it says that basically 1 by n f of k by n can be written down as f of x dx, where sigma is there. Sigma will be replaced by, so this is 0 to 1. Okay, r is equals to 0, n minus. So this is the case over here. So 1 by n I need outside. So n cube is there. So this n cube I'll be sharing. So n cube, n square I need over here. Okay, and n square I need over here. So n power 4 ho jayega na. But I need 1 by n over here. Are you getting my point? Okay, so 1 by n will be replaced by what? What? Dx. Okay, n square by n square. So this would be, okay. So this is 1 by n. 1 by n will be replaced by dx, right? Now 1 upon, can you see n square by n square is 1? K square by n square will be replaced. K by n always will replace by x. So 1 plus x square. Again, 1 plus 3x square. Integration 0 to 1. Now apply partial fraction. So what I'll be doing is I'll be multiplying 3 and 3 over here. Right? So 3, let's take out common. And 3 plus 3x square, 1 plus 3x square. Please, upar write subtraction. So 3x square plus 3 minus 3x square plus 1. Right? So this will become 3 minus 1, 2. Integration 0 to 1 to hai. Separate it out. Partial fractions. Separate kar do. So this and this will get cancelled out. 1 upon 1 plus 3x square. So we have 3 by 2. 1 upon 1 plus 3x square. And 1 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3 plus 3x. Integration 0 to 1 dx. 1 by 3 if I take common, 3 by 2 is here, 1 by 3 from here if I take common, it will become x square plus 1 by root 3. Okay. Minus this 1 by 3 if I take common, it will become 1 upon 1 plus x square dx. Right. Now this is here, integral is already there, 3 is gone. 3 is gone. So 1 by 2 tan inverse x root 3 and over here 1 upon a. So root 3 will be there. Minus, can you see tan inverse 1? Right, 1 by 2 is already there. So 1 by 2, can you see root 3, 0 to 1, right? The moment you put 1, tan inverse root 3 is what? Pi by, tan inverse root 3 is pi by 3 minus pi by 4. So this is the correct answer, but this is a bonus question. Yes, bonus question. Perfect, right? Okay, so we will claim it. Do not worry, we will talk about it after this discussion. Okay, and I can see a JEE aspirant 2025. Do not worry about that. We are here for you. Just give us 2-3 days. Okay, right? So let A point is here, C point is here. Very good question, very easy question, very good question from the vector. Like this is the alpha question, you have to grab this question. A and C are given to you. So these are the opposite vertices of parallelogram. So what is happening over here is 2, 3, 5 is your A. This is your B, but C is given to you -3, 4, -2. And so this is AC. So you can calculate diagonal number 1, AC. Diagonal number 2, BD is 1, 2, 3. So this BD is given to you, which is 1, 2, 3. Area of parallelogram in terms of diagonal is what? Half D1 cross D2. Half D1 cross D2 is your area of parallelogram. So what you need to do is half of I, J, K. One diagonal is already given, 1, 2, 3. Then this diagonal you can calculate 2 minus 3, 5. 3 minus 4 minus 1. 5 and then this is 7. Calculated. So 1 by 2 minus 3 minus 14 is minus 17, comma. 5 3s are 15 minus 7 is minus 8. And then 5 2s are 10 plus 1, 11. Right? Magnitude of this. Okay. So basically when we have to calculate cross, now I don't look at the sign. Minus 17 plus 17, I ignore that sign. Okay, don't do the calculation mistake. Now 1 by 2 square root of 289 plus 64 plus 121. Add it. Tell me what is the exact answer. You are getting 470. So root 474 by 2 is the correct answer. Yes. Okay, so alpha question I would say if you have done the correct question. Okay. All right. Yes. Again, you know what? I have never seen easier question than this. If a straight line passes through A, 0, right? A, 0 makes an angle 30 degrees. So this angle is 30 degree. Now we have rotated. They are saying that it is rotated by 15 degree in clockwise direction. So clockwise direction means we are rotating like this. So now this is the line which is again passing through A, 0 but making an 15 degree angle, because 30 minus 15 is what? So the remaining is 15. So we know the point, right? Y minus 0 is equals to x minus a, and this is m, which is tan 15 degree. You know the value of tan 15 degree. Please don't tell me 2 minus root 3 x minus a is equals to y. This is the basically equation of a straight line. What do you think? What do you think about this question? Okay. All right. Next question, which is again, which looks ki how to solve it, but once you start solving it now, you will realize, oh, I know this. This is a common sense based question. Class 10 probability students might be able to solve it. So they say that mod of x minus y greater than 5 is there, and we need to figure out probability that x comma y belongs to this. So x comma y has 11 options. So total probability will be what? 11 elements are there. So 11C2. Total probability, what is the favorable probability? We can count the number of favorable outcomes on our fingers. I'll show you how. If my x becomes 0, what can be my value of y? Who is going to tell me? Because I want this condition to get satisfied, by the way. Basically, distance between 2 points should be greater than 5. So if I write 5 now, no. I have to write 6, then 7, then 8, 9 and 10. Okay. X is equals to 1. So y will be equal to 7, 8, 9, 10. This is fun. X is equals to 2. Y is equals to 8, 9 and 10. X is equals to 3. Y is equals to 9, 10. X is equals to 4. Y is equals to 10 only. X can't be equal to 5. X cannot be. When we write x is equals to 5, what will happen? So basically we don't have any number. So can you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 are there, but please, here is a catch. X comma y and y comma x are interchangeable, right? So you have to multiply this by 2, because if 0 comma 6 is actually allowed, then 6 comma 0 is also allowed now. So we need to just interchange the values. So 30 right? So this will become what? Yes, 30 upon 11C2. That was not the question, okay. Mahesh is saying so if it is a numerical answer now, if you have not attempted it, then you won't get any bonus marks. Okay. All right. Actually, this is 11, not 11C2. So this will be basically 11 multiply 11. So sorry about that, because you know what? X comma Y. So we have two places, X comma Y. X can be 11. X can be filled by 11 options and Y can be filled by 11 options. So 11 into 11, 30 by 121 is the correct answer. If this was the question, now trust me, this was an easy question. Okay. Let me move on to the next question. All right. Okay. Okay. So this is the question, and you know what? You know what? They are asking everything. They have said ki okay, this is the reduced syllabus. Don't you think that the reduced syllabus was a scam? Okay, so the question says that fx is this. Okay, we are looking for f dash 0. So what I'll be going to do is, so can you see R2? I will be applying operation in R2. R2 goes to R2 minus R1 and R3 may be R3 minus R1. So from here, fx will be equal to what? 2 cos ki power 4, 2 sin ki power 4, 3 plus sin square 2x. Now subtract. R2 minus R1 will give you 3. This will give you 0 and this will give you minus 3, right? R3 goes to R3 minus R1. So this minus sign, this is 0 and this is what? 3. This will become minus 3. Very easy. Nice question. We are looking for actually f dash x. Okay, actually we are looking for f dash 0. How to differentiate any determinant, you know? You need to differentiate 2 cos ki power 4x. So 2 cos ki power 4x ko if I'll differentiate, na 4 will come in front. So 4 2s are 8 cos cube into minus sign, and the moment you put sign 0, it will become 0. So this is coming out as 0. Same goes with this. 2 sin ki power 4 ko if you differentiate 8 sin cube, and the moment you put x equal to 0, this will be 0. What about this? So this, again, this thing will become 0, but 3 is there. So this is 3. Rest everything will be as it is. So yes, this is it. So you have, this is f dash 0. Now just expand this. 3 3s are 9 and 9 3s are 27. So f dash 0 is coming out as 27. So this is coming out as 27 upon 5. Right? Roughly, if this was the question, 27 by 5 is the correct answer. Okay. All right. Now we have this question. Okay. Again. There's something about this question which is borderline, you can say, out of syllabus question. Okay. So the question says gx is a non-constant twice differentiable function. Very good question, I would say. This can be like this can be, we can say that this is a little bit conceptual question. Very good question. I love this question. G dash half, G dash 3 by 2 is given to you and fx is given to you. They are talking about f double dash x mostly and f dash. So very first thing, the moment we see the options, I know that I have to differentiate this function at least one time. So 1 by 2 is outside, G dash of x minus G dash of 2 minus x, right? Because 2 minus x ka derivative will give you this. Now can you see, now we are looking, so basically what we are looking for is when your f dash x becomes 0. When your f dash x becomes 0. If I put x is equals to half, then what will happen? The moment I put x is equals to half, this will become half and this will become 2 minus half. So basically f dash half, if I put na 1 by 2, this will become g dash half and this will become g dash 3 by 2, and these two values are equal given in the question. That means f dash half is coming out as 0. So at x is equals to half, I can see my f dash is becoming as 0. And the moment I put 3 by 2 in this, then also my f dash is becoming half. So f dash 3 by 2, who is going to tell me, is equals to half of g dash 3 by 2, because x is 3 by 2, minus g dash. The moment you put 3 by 2 over here, this will become half. So can you see both values are equal? Again, this is becoming 0. So f dash 3 by 2 is also 0. So basically, there will be many students, many 80% students will be there who will say ki ma'am, yes, f dash x is equals to 0 will have only 2 roots. Okay, so this means this is 0, this is 0. Option A to definitely is incorrect. Option A is incorrect. Okay, so now let's talk about f dash x is equals to 0. Who is going to tell me there is one more case where your f dash x can become 0? This is your f dash x, right? When your x becomes equal to 2 minus x, no? Here your x becomes equal to 2 minus x. What does that mean? That your x is equals to 1. The moment you put f dash 1, who is going to tell me? F dash 1 will be equal to what? G dash 1 minus g dash 1. That means one more value I have got at which my f dash x is becoming 0. So f dash x equal to 0. F dash x equal to 0 is having 1, half and 3 by 2. That means 3 roots. When your f dash is having 3 roots, your f double dash x is equals to 0 will have 3 minus 1, 2 roots, right? This is mean value theorem, which says if your f dash is having 3 roots, f double dash x will have 2 roots. Its derivative will have 2 roots in this interval. Which interval they are talking about? So they are talking about 0 to 2. Okay. So in 0 to 2 only. Can you see all these values lie between 0 to 2? So if I tell you about option D, my f double dash x is equals to 0 is for exactly one value of x belongs to 0 to 1. Okay. So this 0 to 2 hoga ye. This is 0 to 2 only. Okay. So f double dash x is equals to 0 is equals to 0 for exactly how many values? 2 values. So this is incorrect. This is also incorrect. Option B, I can clearly see at least one is correct because I have got 2 roots of this particular equation. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So this is the last question from mathematics. Then I can see that you are demanding Shreya sir. Anyway, I am having last question. Okay. So the question says A ka magnitude is 1, B ka magnitude is 4, A dot B is given to you. Then the angle between B and C is required if this expression holds true. Okay. So this expression is what? C is equals to 2A cross B. Okay. Minus 3B vector. Okay. All right. Can I shift this 3B plus C over here and 2A cross B is here? Square both the sides, so it will become 9b square plus c square plus 6b dot c. Now this b dot c will give me angle between b and c. This will be equal to 4a cross b ka square. Okay. I have 9b square. So 4 4s are 16 9s are 144 plus c square plus 6b dot c is equals to 4a cross b ka square. Right? Okay. From here, a cross b ka square, I have to figure out a cross b ka square. What I can do is I can apply Lagrange's. Lagrange's say dot ka square plus cross ka square is equals to a square b square. Dot is given to you 2 ka square 4. A cross b ka square we want to know. A square b square will be 16. Right? 4 ka square 1 ka square. So a cross b ka whole square is coming out as what? 12. So you can put the value over here. 12 4s are 48. So that means c square plus 6b dot c is equals to 48 minus 144. Okay. This is the equation. Now who is going to tell me C. Magnitude of C is what I am looking for. To get the magnitude of C, you just need to square this right away. C is equals to 2A cross B minus 3B. Square this right away. C square is equals to 4A cross B ka square plus 9B ka square plus dot product between these two quantity will be 0. So C square is equals to 4 into 12 plus 9, 4 4 is 16. So that is 48 plus 144 is your C square. 48 plus 144. So C square is what? 48 plus 144, 6B dot C is equals to 48 minus 144 minus 48 plus 144. Okay, 48, 48 gone. So this would be 6, 4 and C into cos theta will be equal to minus 144 into 2. 2 and 2 are cancelled out. Then this will become 72. 6, 12 za. So cos theta is coming out as minus 12 by C. What is C by the way? So 144 by so 8 or 4, 12, 192. Minus 12 upon 1, minus 12 upon 192 ka root is your cos theta. Okay, so your cos theta will be minus root 3 by 2 if you solve it. So cos theta minus root 3 by 2 will be actually what? Pi minus pi by 6. So that is theta is coming out as 5 pi by 6. This is the last question. Let me just explain you one more time what we did. So with the help of only one equation, we have actually squeezed this equation a lot. So first of all, 3b we have shifted towards the left hand side and squared it because we wanted to have b dot c because we are looking for angle between b and c. Right? In here we know that a cross b is required. A dot b is there, ab is there, Lagrange se a cross b we can calculate. So a cross b is sorted. Now the whole equation is all about getting the c, magnitude of c. So from here square it right away. The moment you square it right away, na, you get c square. That means magnitude of c you will be getting. Magnitude of c you have to put, magnitude of b you have, and you know what? Cos theta you can easily rest. Everything is calculation. Cos theta minus root 3 by 2, 5 pi by 6. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. What's the surprise? No surprise. Surprise was the only thing that basically one more question was asked which was not in the reduced syllabus. Okay. Now I'll be calling Shreyas sir. Okay. He will be discussing rest of the physics problems. All right.
Let's go, my dear warriors. Let's begin with the session. Just give me a second. Let me just put up everything. Okay, oh, that's our mic. So how was maths? Was it any better? Did the analysis and the previous discussions help you build the confidence this time in today's shift? Let me know in the chat box, my dear warriors. Was it little better? Let me know. So we had discussed 5 questions in physics. Just check. This was the last question that we discussed before chemistry and mathematics. So let's straight away go to question number 6. All right. So this is the next question coming up on the screen. Everybody geared up? All right. All the students ready for the discussion? Call all your friends. Even if somebody has been depressed for some reason or not so confident or thinking why should I watch the discussion, my shift is over. Remember, you will never come back to this session otherwise, you know, after the time has passed, because you will then be busy in boards and other things, and then you will be like, oh my god, the second attempt is very close by. So no matter what your state of mind is, gather yourself, bring yourself together and watch the discussions. Even if your shift was over long back on 27th or 29th. So make sure you are, preparing up yourself for the next attempt. You are understanding what things have gone wrong, because that is the most important thing. That's why we are doing the discussions, or else we could have just handed over the answer key or the solutions. That's the reason why we are putting in so much of effort. So thank you so much for joining in, those of you who have joined in, and get all your friends by sharing the link of this video in the telegrams or your other, social media. So let's begin. Hello. Easy, says Abhishek. Good afternoon, Lofter Uma. So let's see how to solve this question. Do you remember the same question repeated yesterday, but that was for a mirror. This time it is for a lens. Otherwise, all the data is also same. I in fact remember the answer. I mean, this was also 45. There it was a mirror, and today it is a lens. So I think instead of plus, the answer will be minus and something like that, or minus it will be plus. Same question. How many of you remember this? Questions are also getting repeated with small changes. So first of all, if this was the lens and the magnification is basically 2 times, the magnification is 2 times, that means I'm just taking the mod value, mod of V by U, which is the magnification, is basically 2. So the image distance is 2 times the object distance. So if the object is here and the image is here, then the image is twice the object distance. So this is x, so this is 2x, so x plus 2x, distance between object and image is 45, so 3x is 45, so x is basically 15. So this is 15, this is 30. Now you just have to use the lens formula. 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. 1 by v, image distance is 30, minus 1 by u, object distance is minus 15, is equal to 1 by f. Minus becomes plus, so 1 plus 2 by 30, taking LCM, is 1 by f. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 by 30 is 1 by 10, is 1 by f. So naturally f will be 10 centimeters, which is option number B. Check this out. Yes, option number B. Understood? Straightforward. How many of you got it? Let me know in the chat box. How many of you got it? Let me know in the chat box. Let me just get my phone here. Yes, so that I can see your comments very closely. Just one sec. Yep. There we go. Very good. Answer was 10. Let's move on to the next question. Straightforward question was asked. Mass is left on a smooth curve. Point B is 0.5 meters below. This is 1 meter, but I don't think that is even needed for solving this question. The question just says find the velocity when the block reaches at this point. So you just have to consider this part of the motion. So here the loss of the gravitational potential energy goes into the gain of the kinetic energy. Gravitational potential energy loss will be mgh. Kinetic energy will be half mv square. Mm cancels. So v will be root of 2gh. That's it. So root of 2 into g into height. Height is basically 0.5. 2 into 0.5 is 1. So it will be root g. Root g is nothing but pi. Which is 3.14. So 3.14 should be the answer. 3.14 should be the answer. Just check it out. Yes, 3.14 should be the answer, not 3.4. That is the value of pi. This is a standard approximation which you might have seen before. Even if you have attended my previous lectures, you would see that I have used this approximation many number of times, right? Very good. Keep it up. How many of you wrote the answer as 3.14, my dear warriors? 3.14. Very good. Keep answering. I would feel very happy. This was one of the good questions which was asked in the entire paper, but that also is not very difficult out of the way. These kind of questions are standard models which are practiced in your regular batches or in your long-term batches, or even in the YouTube lectures. You might have seen I have done these kind of things. So start off with the free body diagram. The free body diagram looks like this. There is tension over here, weights component, normal component, and mg's component over here, which is 2g sine 30 over here. Then the same tension continues. This will be T, this will be T, I don't think there is rolling or anything involved over here. There will be 4g over here. So let's assume that this goes down, and let's assume this goes up. Let's assume this goes up and this goes down. Now, because I can see constrained motion moving pulleys, so I should understand that the accelerations may not be the same. And I had given you a simple technique to solve it within seconds. So the block which has tension T versus the another mass which has tension 2T, the accelerations will be exactly inverse to the tensions in the motion direction. So in the motion, the tension is T. In the motion's direction, the tension is 2T. So this will be double, this will be half. This will be double, this will be half. So think of it like this, as if this will be A. So this will be nothing but A by 2. This will be half of it. So the one which has more tension will have less acceleration. That's exactly inverse. Okay, that's the very simple technique. It's a trick which I had given even before, if you have seen my older classes. Cool? Shall we go ahead, my dear warriors? Now you just have to write the equations. Let's say for this one, what will the equation be? Check this out. What will be the equation? Check this out. Tension is up. So tension minus 2g sine 30 is equal to mass into acceleration. So tension minus sine 30 is half. So tension minus g is equal to 2a. This is equation number 1. For that guy, it is going down. So 4g minus 2t is equal to mass into acceleration, which is a by 2. 2 and 4 cancels, and 2 can cancel. So this will become 2g minus t is equal to just a. So that is equation number 2. Now you just have to add them. You just have to add them. So you will see 2g. So this is adding both of them. 2g minus g is equal to 2a plus a. So this will be g is equal to 3a. So a is equal to g by 3. So I think g by 3 should be the answer. Find the acceleration of the 2 kg block. I have assumed the 2 kg block's acceleration to be a, which is g by 3. So that should be the answer after solving. Yes, it is g by 3. C for Captain Shreyas. Come on, put it up in the chat box. Put it up in the chat box, everybody. C for Captain Shreyas. Everyone got it? Shall we go ahead to the next one? Okay, let's go. Let's go. How many of you were able to do this question? We had solved this question. We had done this question even in the mock test, but the values were slightly different. That's all. But same model, same pattern getting repeated from our mock test as well. So let's have a look, my dear students. The temperature at which RMS speed of hydrogen is the same as the RMS speed of oxygen. First of all, the RMS value is root of 3 RT by M. So if the RMS speeds are equal, then if this is equal, that means root of T by M is basically going to be equal. If RMS speed is equal, then root of T by M will be equal. That means T by M will be equal. That means T by M is going to be the same for both of them. Is going to be same for both of them. So if you talk about hydrogen, I don't know the temperature. I don't know the temperature of hydrogen, but I know the molecular mass is nothing but 2. So I'll just put 2 over here. Let me just put it again. So temperature of hydrogen, that's what I need to find out. The molecular mass is 2. And for oxygen, it's 47 degrees Celsius, right? So you convert it into Kelvin. So add 47 plus 273, the whole thing divided by molecular mass of oxygen, that's going to be 32. So solving this, you will get the temperature of hydrogen. But converted into Celsius, I think it will be a very low temperature, like a negative temperature. Just check it out. If it comes out negative 253, not minus 253 Kelvin, 0 Kelvin is the lowest temperature possible. This option can't be even possible because you can see that the temperature is negative Kelvin. So either it is this or this, but I don't think it is C also. It's not positive also. You can see that very clearly. It will be a negative value. How many of you got it? Yes, very nice, very nice. Congratulations, kudos. Keep answering. I'll feel good that you have done the questions correctly. Keep spamming the answers. I'm telling you, spam the answers. Okay. I'm not asking you to spam anything else. Just spam the answers. Okay. What is this? A disk of certain mass, certain speed is rotating. If another identical disk is kept on top of it, then find the energy dissipated till the disks stop. Now, this is a question on angular momentum conservation coupled with rotational energy. So earlier, what will happen? There is one disk which is rotating with some angular velocity omega. It has some moment of inertia I. Now you have two disks like that, so the moment of inertia will be 2I. So what will be the new angular velocity? Since angular momentum is conserved, I omega will be 2I omega 1. Why 2I? Because there are two identical disks. That's why I'm not even substituting the formula of moment of inertia as of now. So omega 1 will be omega by 2. That's the first part. Now the question is not finding speed, question is finding the energy loss. So the energy loss will be initial kinetic energy minus the final, because it will go down, so there is a loss, so initial is more. So it will be half I omega square minus half, lot of people make a mistake here, they forget to write 2I. So half 2I, final omega is omega by 2, final omega is omega by 2 square. So I can see I omega square by 2 is there here. This 2 cancels, so it will become I omega square by 4. Half minus 1/4 is 1/4, so 1 by 4 I omega square. Now substitute the values. What is the formula for moment of inertia of a disk? For a disk, what is the formula, guys? Isn't it mr square by 2? Mr square by 2. What is the mass? Check it out. It is 5. What is the radius? Radius is 2. So 2 square divided by 2 into what is it? Omega. What is omega? It is given to be 10. So 10 square. So 4 and this 2 square will cancel. Then this 10 square and 2 will cancel. This will become 50. 5 5s are 25. So 250 joules, I believe. How many of you got the answer as 250 joules? Very good, Hosbrook. Very nice. See if you got the answer as 250 joules. Yes, that is the correct answer. Keep liking and subscribing to the channel. And yes, there is going to be a big, massive surprise for boards, for advanced and the second attempt. If you are all excited, then make sure you are tuned into the channel by subscribing and wait for the evening announcement, a big announcement happening for all the students out there, and especially students from South India and who want to learn in English. A massive surprise is coming for all of you. Okay, so moving on to the next one coming up on your screen. Two coils carrying the same current are coinciding with their centers, but their planes are perpendicular to each other. Find the net magnetic field of their arrangement. Okay, everybody ready? So let's see how to solve this particular question. Now this is a standard question again. So both the coils are nothing but perpendicular to each other. So one coil will give the magnetic field like this, other coil will give the magnetic field like this. So the resultant will be like this. Now the net magnetic field will be root of B1 square plus B2 square, because both of them are perpendicular and they will be equal because same coil, same current, that's it. So it will be nothing but root of B1 square plus B1 square, which is B1 root 2. What is the magnetic field at the center of a coil? It is nothing but mu naught I by 2R, and this is into root 2. But what is the radius? I think the radius is given to be A. So root 2 will cancel. So mu naught I by root 2 times of A. Mu naught I by root 2 times of A. That should be the answer for this particular question, which is B for IIT Bombay. How many of you wrote this? How many of you got this question correctly in the exam? Raise your hand, smash the like button right away right now, or at least if you have realized it by now. Very good. Moving on to the next question, my dear students. This question again repeating itself from yesterday. The same kind of question was asked yesterday, slightly twisted with some values. That's all. Same things asked again. Yesterday electric field was given, magnetic field was asked, the direction was given of electric field, magnetic field's direction was asked. That's all. Same thing. So if you are attending these sessions, it's going to help you for the next session as well. So first of all, if it is cos, it should be cos. Everywhere I can see cos. If it is omega t minus kz, it should be omega t minus kz only everywhere. Yes, I can see that. And we all know E naught by B naught is C. So B naught will be nothing but E naught by C. E naught by C. So obviously this goes out and even this goes out. Either it is B option or D option. So it boils down to the direction now. And we all know that electric field cross magnetic field is parallel to the speed of light. Now the light is going to travel in the positive z direction, because omega t minus k is z. This tells me it is traveling in the positive z. If it is minus, it is positive. If it was plus, it would be negative z. So z means k cap. Electric field is in the I cap direction. So my dear students, what should come over here? What should come over here? I cross j, right? I cross j is k. I cross j is k. So it should be B option, not D option. Just check it out. Yes, it is B option. Obviously, this can't be true because this is minus j. Minus j won't be correct. This plus j should be the correct one. Is that okay? Very good, Broken Dreams. Dharnish, how many of you were able to solve this question thanks to yesterday and so many mock tests? We have done this kind of question, right? So again and again, I'm repeating, all these questions are repetitive in nature. So I think physics is really easy. Yes. Iroja exam, yenta mandi rasoru. Come on, guys. Please talk in English over here. Yeah. So that others also can understand. They will also help you. Okay. In a closed organ pipe, fundamental frequency is this much. Water is filled, becomes this much. The cross-sectional area is this much. Find how much water was added in fundamental. So again, over here, it's a pipe which is closed and there is length given and it is in its fundamental mode. Fundamental mode, the frequency in the fundamental mode is given by V by 4L. This is in fundamental. This is in fundamental. It is already mentioned. So let's solve it for 2 times, because once this is the frequency, once this is the frequency, because when you add water, the effective length will reduce. The pipe will be full of water, so the closed end will come on the top, so the length of the pipe will reduce. Once the length reduces, frequency will increase. So from 50 it becomes 110 because the length has reduced. So let's solve this. First time the frequency is 50, so 50 will be 330 by 4 L1. So L1 will be 330 by 4 into 50. Then similarly 110 will be 330 divided by 4 into L2. So L2 will be 330 divided by 110 into 4, right? Now this 0 cancels, this 0 cancels. The difference of the lengths, so basically L1 minus L2, L1 minus L2 will be L1 minus L2, 4. Okay, so 33 by 4 is common. 1 by 5, 1 by 5 minus 1 by 11. So this will become 33 by 4. LCM is 55. 11 minus 5 is 6. 33 goes with 11 3 times. 11 goes with 55 5 times. 4 and 6. This will be 3 and this will be 2. 3 3s are 9. So it will be 9 by 10, which is 0.9 meters, which is 90 centimeters. Now once I get this, understand, why did I find this difference of the length? In fact, the difference of the length is exactly the height of the water column. This is basically the height of the water column. That's all. So we all know that if that is the height of the water column, then the volume will be area of cross section into that height. So what is that volume going to be? Area is given to be 2 centimeters square. Height is given to be 90. So this will be 180 centimeter cube. 180 centimeter cube. But wait a minute, I know the density of water, so we can find the mass of water as well. So mass is the density into volume. Density is 1 gram per cc. So volume is 180 cc. So it will be 180 cc. 180 gram. 180 gram. So that is the answer, my dear students. What a brilliant question. This was a very good level question, I feel. I mean, considering the length and considering the level of paper which was asked otherwise. So this is one of the better questions, I would say. I mean, it's not very tricky, but yeah, you can give it some credit. Okay, at least they made some effort, because they combined volume, density, liquid concept along with the resonance concept for organ pipes. Yes, very good. Yes, Ganesh, tomorrow also exam is there, and please watch these sessions. Call all the friends, because so many people, still there are, at least 5 shifts remaining. 5 shifts. Anyways, the afternoon shift has just started right now, but tomorrow and then day after tomorrow, so totally 4 shifts are there. So many students can benefit from this. Make sure you are watching these sessions. Don't miss any of them. Questions will repeat and then you will regret later on that Shreyas sir had told, Captain sir had told, oh my god, why did I not listen? So when I am telling you, please listen, because that is a very easy way to score marks. Same model questions are getting repeated again and again. Moving on. For a uniform accelerated motion, body travels this much in 1 second from t to t plus 1, increases the speed by 50, then displacement in the next second is how much? Okay, I think we should draw the diagram, that will be better. So what happens over here, let me show, I don't know whether you can see this or is it going to up? Okay, I think it's going up. So it has some speed u and it travels how much? 125 meters, and then the speed becomes 50 more. So u plus 50. So this was t, this was t plus 1. Further what happens? It travels more distance s, and over here the time is t plus 2 more 1 second. Question is find this s, find the displacement. Find the displacement from t plus 1 to t plus 2 in the next 1 second. Very straightforward, my dear students. Just apply equations of kinematics. I think you will get the answer. Like if I use v is equal to u plus at, I don't know the initial speed, remember that. Final speed from this journey to this journey, or this point to this point, final speed is u plus 50. Initial speed is u, correct? Initial speed is u, final speed is u plus 50, is equal to u plus acceleration, I don't know. Let's assume the acceleration to be a. Time from here to here, don't put t plus 1. It is just 1 second, correct? From here to here, the time interval is only 1 second. Very good. Amu, you have February 1st. Very good. You are the luckiest shift, because you will get to see all the papers. You will already know what the paper is going to be. Trust me on this. You will feel so comfortable. You will be the most confident if you attempt all the previous questions. U will cancel. So 50 will be the acceleration. So we found the acceleration. What else is needed? I think we might need u also. Let's use s is equal to ut plus half at square. So 125 is equal to, I don't know u, time will be 1 plus half into 50 into 1 square, correct? Correct? So I will get 125 is equal to u plus 50 by 2 is 25. So u will be equal to 100 meters per second. This is another answer which I got. So what will this u plus 50 be? 100 plus 50. So this will technically be 150 meters per second. This will be technically 150 meters per second. That I can use it over here to find this s. So that s will be equal to ut plus again half at square. U is 150. Time is from here to here exactly 1 second interval plus half into acceleration. We figured it out to be 50 and into time square. So 1 square. So 150 plus 25, which is 175 meters. 175 meters is option number A, my dear warriors. How many of you got option A? Many of you are saying option C wrong, option B wrong, option A correct. See if this was the question, and if you are able to solve it like this, proud of you, a pat on your back, really happy that you are able to crack this question, because it involved 1, 2, 3 times application of kinematic equations with the proper drawing. If you did not draw, 100% you would be confused. You could have made some mistake. Okay, so always draw for kinematic equations. Dimensions of viscosity, surface tension, angular momentum, rotational energy. Guys, these are pretty much standard things. You can do it on your own. So these are the, I think not options, but these are the 4 dimensions. Okay, so dimensions of coefficient of, this is not supposed to be marked like this, but anyways, this is the dimension of viscosity, this is the dimension of surface tension, angular momentum, this is the dimension, and rotational kinetic energy, this is the dimension. These are the dimensions. You can get them easily with formulas of viscosity, surface tension, angular momentum, and kinetic energy. Like for this one, you will use this formula, F is equal to eta A, change in the velocity by dx. For this, you can use F is equal to SL. For angular momentum, you can use m into r into velocity. For kinetic energy, you can just use half into m into v square. These formulas will help you find these dimensions. Okay, everyone, shall we go ahead to the next one? Shall we go ahead to the next one? Give me a thumbs up. Have you smashed the like button or have you subscribed to the Vedantu JEE English channel? Remember, this is the #1 JEE channel for all the students in South India, and now we are having students across India who are saying, sir, we want to learn in English. I was checking out the data. There's so many students from Kashmir to Uttar Pradesh to Gujarat to Northeast to outside India, even in UAE, Saudi Arabia, even some students from Africa too are watching this. I'm really happy that we have crossed many boundaries. So now we have to make this channel #1, and it is all going to be dependent on you. Remember that. So if you grow the channel, you grow in return. That's how karma works, right? So make sure you are growing the channel as well. Next question, potential. This question was asked in a different calculative way in the yesterday's exam, in the 29th January's exam. So now they have just asked a very simple looking question. Potential due to a dipole is proportional to which power of r? So we know the formula is K P divided by r square. So potential is inversely proportional to r square. So please mark option C for Captain Shreyas. Have you marked option C for Captain Shreyas, my dear warriors? Have you marked option C for Captain Shreyas, my dear warriors? Very good. Proud of all of you. Proud of all of you. Yep. Sir, only seeing questions from 27 to 31 enough to score 100 plus. Why would you do that, man? Amu, no. Why will you see only 27 to 31? Please don't do that. Okay. Breakdown voltage Zener diode is this much, current through it is how much? If you have attended my semiconductor class, we did the exact question. I think the values were also same only, if I remember correctly, or maybe slightly different. But guys, I mean, I leaked the paper indirectly, if you think about it. I mean, all the questions, whatever I have done in the last 1 month, just getting repeated. Whatever questions were there in the first shift, first day, again getting repeated. I mean, it's like, you know the paper already. It was like that. So, I mean, you should really struggle to get less marks after attending my class. So now, over here, this is basically 10 volts. This is basically 10 volts. Zener diode in the breakdown region regulates the voltage. So out of the 20 volts, 10 volts is here. Even the 10 volts will be across this because both of them are in parallel. But this one will have nothing but 20 minus 10, which is 10 volts again. Okay. So what will be the current over here? That current will be voltage by resistance. Voltage is 10, resistance is 5 kilo. So this will be 2 by K. So it will be 2 milliamperes. So current will be 2 milliamperes here. So now let's find the distributions of the current, because if I know this current and if I know how much current goes through this resistor, I can find the remaining current here very easily. So if you talk about this current, let's say I call it I prime, again using V by R, V is 10, resistance 10K, 10 cancels 1 milliampere. Now it is very obvious. I mean, out of this 2 milliamperes, 1 milliampere goes there. So the remaining current will go through the Zener diode using Kirchhoff's current law. That's all. So IZ will be just 1 milliampere. Out of 2, 1 went there, 1 will be remaining, will be going through the Zener diode. So that's the answer. How many of you got it? Thank you, Roshni. Thank you so much. For 97 percentile, how many questions you need to attempt? So see, my dear students, for 97 percentile, close to that, you can think of anywhere between, at least let's keep a safe score of 140 to 150. Let's say the shift was very easy. Okay, 150 marks. So 150 marks. Now you can see that you need to, my dear students, at least solve half the paper. You need to solve at least half the paper properly so that you get 150 marks. That's my simple advice. That is assuming all the questions are correct. But to keep some margin, you solve little bit more than 50% of the questions, let's say 55% to 60% of the paper, that will be good enough to get you 97 percentile. Okay. Now, coming back to this question number 18, this is voltage. Voltage is 25 sin 1000 T and the power factor is, for the LR circuit, 1 by root 2. Then the power factor when the voltage is this much is how much? Very nice question. Very nice question. Okay. So, for this particular question, what we can do is, it's a LR circuit. It's a LR circuit and the power factor, that means cos phi, is given to be 1 by root 2. Whose cos is 1 by root 2, my dear warriors? Obviously 45 degrees. Obviously 45 degrees. So if you draw the vector triangle with the of the resistances, it will look something like this. The resistance horizontally, the reactance vertically, and the impedance the hypotenuse. And this would be 45 degrees. This clearly means in this triangle, X will be equal to R. X will be equal to R. And what is X? X is basically XL, which is inductive reactance. So, omega L, which is XL, will be equal to R. Keep this in mind. Omega L, which is equal to XL, is equal to R. Now, for the second time, when this is the new voltage, notice this 1000 has become 2000. So, omega became 2 omega. So, that means the new inductive reactance, which will be 2 omega L, will be 2 times of the previous one. 2 times of the previous reactance, understood? So when you draw this triangle, R will not change, but the height of the triangle will now become 2x. Height of the triangle will now become 2x. So this also will change. This also will change, my dear warriors. And this is phi. This is phi. So what will be Z prime? What will be Z prime? Think about it. Because X has become double. X has become double and X value was R. So this will become 2R. So what will be the impedance, my dear warriors? R square plus 2R square, which is R root 5. Which is R root 5. That's the new impedance. So now using geometry, you can find cos phi. Cos phi is R by Z. So it will be R by R root 5. So it will be 1 by root 5, which is option number A. Yes, which is option number A. No, it is not B. It is option number A. So you have to use geometry in AC. A lot of people try to by heart formulas in AC. Many teachers teach them also using formulas. But if you have seen my classes, you would remember that I have always used vectors, diagrams, phasors to make you understand the concept of AC. So if you are not able to solve this in the exam, or maybe you are finding this hard, understand that I have made my alternating current classes public. It's there on YouTube. Please watch them. You will understand these concepts very thoroughly. So at least you are prepared for the next attempt. Okay. So watch those classes. The AC problems are actually very simple using diagrams with phasors. If you treat them like vectors, if you use geometry, there is no need to by heart many formulas. Yeah. Was today's paper tougher than the previous papers? I would say it had some decent questions. That's all. I wouldn't say it was tougher very much. It didn't have tough questions, but yeah, it had some decent questions. That's all. Right? Cool. In physics, this ball is dropped from some height and it collides and rises up to 5 meters. What is the impulse generated by the ground? So first of all, if this ball strikes the ground with velocity v1 and it will rebound with velocity v2, okay, because of which there will be an impulse which will be generated. That impulse, which is change in the momentum, is final momentum mv2 minus initial momentum mv1. So it will be m into v2 plus v1. v2 plus v1. Be careful about the signs and the direction. They are vectors. So if you miss the minus, don't worry. The computer will not miss the minus. It will definitely award you those negative -1 marks. Okay. So be careful over there. So what is v1 and v2? So v1 will be root of 2gh1. So root of 2 into 10 into height, which is 10. So that would make it 10 root 2. Similarly, v2 will be root of 2 into g into height. 2 5s are 10. 10 into 10, 100. Root 100 is just 10. So you got 10 root 2 meters per second and just 10 meters per second. Just substitute it here. The mass is 100 grams, which is 0.1 kg. V2 plus V1. So 10 root 2 plus 10. That's it. So 10 into 0.1 is just 1. So it will be root 2 plus 1. Root 2 is 1.4 and 1 is 1 only. So it will become 2.4. 2.4, which is option D for IIT Delhi. If you got it, perfect. If you got it D, IIT Delhi, yes, that's the perfect answer. No, Mohammed, it's not B. Will tomorrow's paper be easy or tough? If I tell you easy and let's say the paper is tough, then you will come and blame me. If I tell you it is tough and then it is easy, then you'll be like, sir, you told it was tough. See, sir, it was easy. Number 2, I am not NTA, but I can just tell you my gut feeling. Yeah, the paper will be not as easy as before, but it might be slightly on the higher level or maybe, moderate level, or they might just notch it up a little bit higher. But there will be a added advantage that many of the questions from the earlier shifts and the previous days will just get repeated. So that will be on your side. That confidence will be there. So you should also be prepared for a notch level higher as compared to the previous shifts. Okay. So keep that in mind. Cool. A wire carrying root 2 amperes current is placed in the plane of magnetic field making 45 degrees. Find the force per unit length. I mean, is that even a question? Can you even think of this as a question? Really, my dear students, think about this. Current is given, magnetic field is in the same plane, angle is also given as 45 degrees. The force will be ILB sine theta, which is sine 45. Current, how much? Root 2. Force per unit length is asked, so length I can shift it below. Magnetic field, how much is it? 3.5, 10 to the power minus 5. Sine of 45, that means 1 by root 2, root 2 cancels. So it will just become 3.5 into 10 to the power minus 5 newtons per meter. 3.5, 10 to the power minus 5 newtons per meter. So you can also write it as 35 into 10 to the power minus 6, I believe. Yes, which is option number C. Very good. Excellent. Very good. Iswar, don't worry about whether it is easy or tough. The preparation level should be such that even if it is tough, you will get a good marks. If it is easy, then everybody will get good marks. So you have to do something more which will push you ahead than the others. So understand each kind of difficulty has its own set of challenges. Also, what decides is which subject was difficult or easy. If the subject where you are strong at is difficult, then it is good for you. If the subject where you are not so good at is tough, then it is bad for you. So guys, nobody can predict it, and don't watch such videos whether the paper will be tough or easy. I know many YouTubers will make such videos, and on this channel we don't do such things, right? And we don't tell also such things because we are all genuine people. We care for all of you. All right, we care for our students, and that's the reason why we are so popular out here in the entire country, and we are the #1 JEE channel in the south of India, right? So make sure that you stick and respect these things and don't waste your time searching for such random videos. Look at this question. Two batteries are opposite, voltages and internal resistance are given. Question is find the voltage, terminal voltage across the second battery, which is labeled E2. Yes, finally energetic question. Ganesh, this is also a very good one. Come on, let's do 500 likes. Can you do 500 likes, guys, for me? Can you do 500 likes? And if you have not yet subscribed, what are you guys doing? Subscribe to the channel, and do not forget that there is going to be an awesome, super duper amazing surprise for all the students for the second shift for the boards and JEE Advanced. So stay tuned on the channel. So you have to be subscribed, or else you're going to miss the opportunity of your lifetime, because these exams in the next few months are going to decide your future coming up ahead. So first of all, these batteries are in series, but they are opposing each other. You can see they are opposing, and that too in series, opposing and in series. So when I write the current in the circuit, it will be nothing but E1 minus E2 upon R1 plus R2 plus that external resistance. They are opposing, that's why the minus sign. 8 minus 2, R1 and R2 is 2 and 4, 2 and 4, no external resistance. So it is 6 by 6, which is just 1 ampere. Now, this is where many students made a mistake. to find the voltage difference across the second battery, many people wrote E2 minus IR. This is wrong. Can you tell me why this is wrong? Yes, see, many people would have wrote, you know, the answer is E2 minus IR2, right? Many people would have written that, but that is wrong, my dear warriors. You know why? Because see how the current is going. This is the positive terminal, this is the negative terminal, it is going inside. So actually this battery is in fact charging and this battery is discharging. This battery is discharging. So it is not minus, it is plus. If the first battery's voltage was asked, then it will be E1 minus IR1. Then it will be minus because it is discharging, but while charging, the terminal voltage is EMF plus that extra voltage you need to give to overcome that internal resistance. So a lot of people make a mistake over here. So E2 is basically 2. Current, we just figured it out to be 1. Internal resistance is 4. So it will be 6 volts. How many of you marked 6? Else you would have got it as 2 volts. I don't think it is there in the option here, but maybe it was there in the actual paper. So if you marked it as 2 volts, then it is definitely a wrong answer. How many of you got it? How many of you got it? Very good. The answer was 6 volts. Now, the next paper discussion is going to start, and keep in mind that your next board preparation as well as your JEE Advanced preparation as well as other exam preparations, all these things are going to start very soon with a total of 144 sessions. And you will see, you'll be getting the best of the best content with the quality teachers in the days to come. So wait for that amazing surprise, my dear students, in the evening. So don't go anywhere. Now we are going to start off with, your remaining maths or chemistry discussion. Let me just check with the ma'ams. Yes, so you are going to have your chemistry discussion. Nandini ma'am is coming up very soon. So let's start with the chemistry discussion, right? Okay, so where is it? I think this is what the chemistry discussion is. Okay, sir, will my guess technique work? Yes, definitely it will work, but not for every question. And that's the disclaimer which I had given also before. So don't waste your time applying tukka strategy or, fluke or guess strategy for each and every question. It's not going to work for everything. It will work few times. And only for few questions you should use it, not every time. First, you should learn the techniques. You should know how to solve the questions properly. If you do not know it, watch the classes, be a part of the courses, learn everything from your teacher properly, and then attempt via guessing towards the end, not initially. Not for every question, obviously. Session was on fire. Thank you, Pranav. Yep, very good. So let's have Nandini ma'am. Yes, Mahi Gaming. Chala easy ga unda. Chala easy unti. Chala easy unti. Right? So let's begin.
What is chala easy?
Chala means very. And easy ga unti is like.
Andariki namaskaram once again. What's up? Did we send it? No, sorry, we didn't. Chemistry. Yes. Hi Pranav, how are you? Once again, we have some easy questions. पहले download करते. Just a minute. 180 marks. How much percentile for this paper? Don't know. We will have to do the calculations after this, okay? First, we are going to solve all the questions. After that, we will do all that. Don't worry. Nandini ma'am, remove it's okay. You do that, no? Not this. Do that. Minimize that. So we were done with these questions, guys. I hope you remember. We were done with these questions. Yes.
We can select from there.
This is done. It's okay. Spelling
How
test was
is
also
the
done.
how is your physics paper, guys?
This was
People are
also
asking,
done.
were you sick, ma'am?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Actually, I was out of station, guys. I was not sick, I was out of station. Okay, all right. So this is the question that we're going to start from. What is the geometry of aluminium chloride in aqueous solution? Aluminium chloride in aqueous solution, guys, this is also a very simple, very easy question. That means that AlCl3 in aqueous solution, what will happen? It will form AlH2O6, and here will be your Cl3. Now, the moment you see that this forms AlH2O6, from here you can directly answer that this is going to be octahedral. And you know that H2O, it's a weak filled ligand. So this is basically a combination of a p block and a coordination compound. Not even coordination compound. This is actually directly from p block. But however, if you just want to dive deeper into the fact that H2O is a weak fill ligand and there will not be a pairing and all of that, then it's fine. This is going to form a outer orbital complex. This will also form a high spin complex, and all of that are there, but underlying, you can answer directly from here that this is going to form an octahedral complex. Yes, everybody done? Easy peasy. Chalo, moving on to the next question from here. We have the number of atom in silver plate having area 0.05 centimeter square and thickness 0.05 centimeter is dash 10 to the power 19. Density of silver is 7.9. That means rho is equal to 7.9 gram per centimeter cube. Volume we can calculate from area and thickness, which will be 0.05 multiplied with 0.05. Now, if we want to calculate moles, how will we calculate this? We will calculate 0.05 multiplied with 0.05 multiplied with 7.9 divided by 108. Also, just to simplify this, what we can do is, here, instead of writing it this, why don't we write it here 5 into 5, and I'm going to write this as 100 multiplied with 100. This will give us the moles. Yes. Now I want to find out number of atoms. How do I calculate number of atoms? All you have to do is just take this. So 25 multiplied with 7.9 multiplied with 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 108 multiplied with 10 to the power 4, isn't it? 100. So 10 to the power 4. Now if you calculate this, here you will be getting 10 to the power 19 because 4 and 23. And if you calculate this, how much is the answer that you guys are getting? I had calculated this, but wait a second. I think it's 11, isn't it, guys? 11 is the correct answer. Is that right? Are you all getting 11? 11 is the correct answer, right? Yes. So 11 into 10 to the power 19. This was also very simple, very easy. Yes. Can you quickly check and let me know? Can you quickly check and let me know? 11 is the correct answer, or was there options? Wasn't this integer based? This was integer based, correct? All right. Shall we move on? Mudassir, what happened? Did you make a mistake? Chalo guys, moving on to the next question here. And the next question, oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. The ratio of magnitude of potential energy and kinetic energy for fifth excited state of hydrogen atom. What do we know? Don't we know that 2 Ke is equal to minus potential energy? Now they have asked you only magnitude. Only magnitude, that means 2 is equal to minus Pe divided by Ke. So the correct answer is what? The correct answer is 2. Correct answer is 2, isn't it? 10 to the power 23 was asked. If it was 23, then you can change it, right? If it is not 10 to the power 19, if they have asked 10 to the power 23, then all you have to change is the decimal place here. That I think you can do it. If it was 10 to the power 23, all you have to do is change the decimal places. That's it. Yeah? All right. This is the correct answer. 2 is the correct answer, right? Soham, agreed? Okay. Moving on to the next question. Another easy question. Very, very easy question, everybody. Now, look at this. H2O obviously is bench shape. We all know this, right? ClF3, everybody. Let us draw this and see. ClF3. Here F, F, and F, and then Cl will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 done. This is what shape? This is the T shape. So ClF3 is T shape. SF4, I hope everybody remembers it. We have spoken about the shape of SF3 quite a lot of times, and it is somewhat like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't it? So what is this? This is seesaw. And last but not the least, BRF5 is going to be square pyramid. So which is the correct answer? Which is the correct answer? H2O is 3, B is 3, C is 2, C is 2, B is 3, option A. Option A is the correct answer. Yes, option A is the correct answer. Correct? Yeah. Done. Next question. What happened? What was asked here? The ratio of magnitude of potential energy and kinetic energy for fifth excited state of hydrogen atom is this. Don't even have to solve this. So easy. Acha, these are the shapes that are drawn. Next question. What will happen to freezing point if we add naphthalene in benzene? Now, benzene has a freezing point of 5.5 degrees Celsius or something like that. Yes, this is for benzene. And for naphthalene, you have around 80 point something something. So that means we are going to assume that naphthalene is in 5.5 degrees Celsius. At this point, naphthalene is going to be non-volatile. And whenever you have a non-volatile component, then what happens? Your freezing point decreases. Yes, the freezing point decreases. That is option B. Why are you guys saying option A? It doesn't increase, it will decrease. It will decrease, bacha. It will decrease. Okay, moving on to the next question. So this question we had done, and when we did it, we said that it was hybrid orbitals. However, the question that was asked to you was about molecular orbital. Now, bachos, in molecular orbital, what do you have to do? 2s is just one orbital. In 2p, you have 2px, 2py, 2pz. That means altogether there are 4 orbitals. Now, in molecular orbital, there will be bonding molecular orbitals and anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So that means that it will be 4 plus 4 is equal to 8 orbital. And just in case if you want to look at the diagram, then here calculate, see sigma 2s, sigma star 2s. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you see it? Yes, 8 is the correct answer. 8 is the correct answer. Okay? 8 is the correct answer. Chalo. Moving on. I think we are done with the organic. We are done with the inorganic and the physical part. Now we are going to do the organic part. And let's welcome Nandini ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. So, okay, let's focus on this question. This was a very beautiful question. Again, one kind of name reaction is asked. Actually, this was not the proper question. Let us draw the proper question. Okay, this was not the question, bacha. Okay, so I'm drawing the proper question. Let me get my notebook. What was the question? So, okay.
Shall I help you?
No, that's okay. Thank you. So, there was a toluene molecule made, right? This is a toluene molecule made, and it was asked like what will be the reagent. First of all, what would be the reagent? A reagent and then what would be the intermediate of that reagent, and after that intermediate you are getting the final product was mentioned in the question. The final product was your benzaldehyde product, right? And similarly there was another, this same toluene actually react with another B reagent in presence of CS2, and then another, there was one intermediate form, and through that intermediate again you are getting what? One benzaldehyde molecule, right? Now what is happening here, bacha? As you know that whenever a benzene ring is there and any alkyl group is attached to the benzene ring, remember, whenever to any alkyl group is attached to the benzene and we try to oxidize it, right? Whenever you try to oxidize it, especially in the presence of KMNO4, what happens? This directly gets converted into carboxylic acid. Remember, this is a very popular reaction. No matter what substituent is attached to your benzene ring, no matter what substituent is attached to your benzene ring, whatever substituent is attached here gets converted into carboxylic acid, right? We cannot we cannot get any aldehyde or any ketone product in this case. But to actually get an intermediate product, what is aldehyde? We are oxidizing the toluene part, right? We are oxidizing this CH3 to CHO group, so we are causing oxidation. But bacha, what is happening here? We are, so to stop the reaction at aldehyde position and not let it continue till the acid position, right? Otherwise some acid will be formed. So to stop the reaction in the middle, what we actually do, we actually oxidize it using a very bulky reagent. Very bulky reagent. So what can be the two reagents? Number A reagent, bacha, is your CrO3. Right, CrO3 in presence of acetic anhydride. What is this? Chromium trioxide is a very good oxidizing agent, right? And in presence of acetic anhydride, right? When we react, then what happens? Let me move on to the next page. So what is happening in the A part? This is your toluene, right? This is your toluene. And what I'm doing, I'm trying to react it with chromium trioxide as well as your CH3CO whole twice O, right, acetic anhydride, and I'm trying to do this reaction at around 273 to 283 Kelvin. Now can you see, this is a very bulky reagent, CH3CO whole twice, very bulky reagent. So what it will do, it will actually act as a protecting group. It will act as a protecting group to this toluene, to this alkyl chain, and it will attach here and form an intermediate like this, OCH and then CO whole twice. This group will be formed, will be attached here, and then bacha, what will happen when you hydrolyze it in presence of water? Okay, then your aldehyde will be formed. Your CHO group will be attached, your aldehyde group will be attached. Similarly, when I try to react it with CrO2Cl2, chromyl chloride, when I try to react it with chromyl chloride, what will happen in presence of CS2 reagent? This reaction, bacha, is called, is again your name reaction called Etard reaction. What it is called? Etard reaction or Etard oxidation. Okay? In this reaction also another intermediate is formed. What is the intermediate? Now CrO2Cl2 will get attached, CHO3HCl2 whole twice will get attached here. Again, a very bulky group is attached. Now when I do the hydrolysis of this H2O in presence of H+, I again get a benzaldehyde group, right? I again get a benzaldehyde group. Can you see what is happening? If you directly use the oxidizing agent on any benzene ring to which any alkyl group is attached, it will directly get converted into the last oxidation state, which is your carboxylic acid. But to prevent this reaction from happening, to prevent it at the aldehyde state, what you have to do? You have to protect this group with the bulky group, just like this, very, very bulky group. And what happens? The reaction stops at the aldehydic state and doesn't continue to form a carboxylic acid product. Correct? Everybody got this? Right. Right. Hanji, CH3CO, that is your acetic acid group. Okay? Next, we have done this. Now, another question. For the KSP of magnesium hydroxide is 1 into 10 to the power minus 12, and 0.01 molar Mg2 plus ions will precipitate at the limiting pH. What is it? Oh, sorry. Where were we? This. Yeah, here you go. Sorry. Okay. So, Bacha, this question is again from which chapter? This question is from equilibrium chapter, and what they've asked you, they have given you the solubility product of magnesium hydroxide. So, what happens? 1 second. Yes. So, how will this reaction proceed, Bacha? MgOH whole twice will come here, and now I can make it at the equilibrium product will be what? It will be Mg2 plus 2OH minus ions. Correct? Can you see these will be the products when you dissolve it in any solution, right? And when the ions will be formed, and then what happens? Your KSP value is given. And how do you calculate the KSP value? You just do Mg concentration of magnesium 2 plus into the concentration of OH negative, and because we have 2 moles of OH negative, so it will become the square of OH negative, right? Now you have to do nothing. All the values are already given to you. KSP is given to you is what? 1 into 10 to the power minus 12. Mg2 plus value is 0.01 molar, right? I will write the concentration here, and through that you can calculate the concentration of OH negative ions. Correct? Now when this will move here, what will come? It will become 10 to the power minus 10. Correct? And here what it will become? OH negative to the power whole twice. Correct? Now what can I do? I can take square root both the sides, and by taking the square roots, I'll get the concentration of OH negative, and it will come out to be 10 to the power minus 5 molar, right? This is the concentration of OH negative ions. Now what can you do? Now you know what is the concentration of OH negative. Using this concentration, you can calculate the POH value, correct? The POH value will be what? POH value will be minus log OH negative. Correct? This will be the POH value, and when you calculate the POH value, the POH actually comes out to be how much? 10 to the power minus 5 means what? POH value is 5, right? But what it has asked? It has asked to you about the pH value. So what will be the pH value? 14 minus 5, correct? So pH value I'm writing here. pH will be 14 minus POH. So therefore, your pH value will be 9. Correct? So the final answer, bacha, is 9. Correct? Any doubt till here? Correct? Everybody was already writing 9. You are absolutely right. If this 9 was your answer, your question is absolutely correct. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Once again, another question from inorganic, everybody. From N to P, covalent radius increases significantly, but from AS to BI, only a small increase is observed. Do you remember what will happen? From N to P, covalent radius increases significantly. Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does. But from here, AS to BI, what happens? Introduction of D block. Introduction of D block has happened. So you get to see a very small increase. That is true. This statement is absolutely true. However, for a particular oxidation state, covalent radii and ionic radii increases down the group. I mean, for a particular oxidation state, covalent radii and ionic radii increases down the group. This statement is incorrect. So what we can say is, I think option C is the correct answer. That is, A is correct, but R is incorrect. Is this the answer everybody got? Is this the answer that you all have written? Yes, guys? Yes. That is the correct answer. Yes or no? Again, why is it that when I come here, then the chat gets delayed? Then the chat gets delayed. I cannot see your chat. Anyway, let's move on. I think let's move on. Yes, reason was confusing. Yeah, reason was confusing. However, it's incorrect. Okay, it's incorrect. C. Yeah. Okay. Now this is, I mean, what was it that we say? Jujupi stuff. This is a laddu, halwa. I do not know what else can you say. I am really disappointed somewhat too. Disappointed with NTA somewhat, because who asks this question? Who can really ask this question? But anyway, chalo, let's do it. Now we all know that manganese 2 plus. Manganese 2 plus means what? 3d54s0, isn't it? 3d54s0, because manganese has a electronic configuration of 3d54s2. 4s2, 2 electrons are gone, so 3d54s0. Vanadium has atomic number 23. Scandium, titanium, vanadium. That means 3d34s2. Now, 1 electron is gone. That means it will be 3d34s1, right? Now we have Cr+. Cr+ will be, chromium has a not usual electronic configuration. Chromium has an atomic number 24 and we know that it has 3d5,4s1. It's not 3d4,4s2. It's 3d5,4s1. If that is the case and we take away 1 electron, then Cr+ will also be 3d5,4s0. Alright. And finally, for Fe2+, it will be 3d6,4s2. Since 2 electrons are away, it will be 3d6. Now, I do not know what were the options, but this should be the correct answer. Yes, this should be the correct answer. You got 207 marks. Now, you guys are going to come back and tell me in my sessions that, yes, ma'am, these were the questions you predicted and it has come. I want to know that from you all, okay? All right, are we done with this? It's very simple, very easy. Next question. Next question is again, I think, yes, Nandini ma'am. This one is for you.
Okay, bacha, so this is again from your analytical chemistry. Analytical chemistry has been asked too many times in these sessions. So, if you have exam tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you cannot afford to miss the analytical chemistry portion, because 2 questions, at least 2 questions, and in each session has been asked. See, in the morning shift, again a question from analytical chemistry. The question is, a mixture is heated with dilute H2SO4 and lead acetate paper turns black by the evolved gas the mixture contains, right? So this question, actually this kind of analysis is done for which kind of ions? This is done for S2 minus anion, correct? S2 minus is called what? S2 minus is called the sulfide ion. Sulfide ion, correct? So whenever you take the lead acetate paper and the gas evolved actually is able to turn it into black color, the gas evolved here is the H2S gas. Correct? H2S gas is able to convert the acetate paper into black due to the evolution of S2 minus ion. So this is a sulfide ion test. So the actual answer will be B. It's not sulfite, not sulfate, not thiosulfate, but sulfide ion. So this is again a very important test.
And I think many of you do have a confusion regarding sulfite and sulfide. Please observe it. Whoever has a shift after this, do have a look at both of them. The correct answer is option B, but don't get confused between sulfite and sulfide. Have a look at that, please. Yeah, move on.
Yeah. I think the last question is the first order reaction. You have that question with you?
I have the question with me. So,
okay. So this is the last question of the evening for chemistry. We have done approximately.
Have we done something? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is almost the last question. In a first order reaction, concentration of reactant A is how much? 0.04 molar at 10 minutes. 10 minutes and 0.03 at 20 minutes. Calculate. I'm writing it here, guys. Calculate the half-life of the first order. Calculate the half-life basically. All you have to do is calculate the half-life, right? Okay. 1 second. I'll just remove this. Okay. Now, once again, this is also not a very tough question because in the question, you're basically given everything. You are given that this is a first order reaction. You are given the concentration of reactants and you are only asked to calculate the half-life. So what do? We know the formula, guys. The formula here is that T is equal to 2.303 divided by K log A naught divided by AN, isn't it? Now for 10 minutes, we know that it is going to be 2.303 divided by K log A naught divided by what is given for 10 minutes, it is 0.04. It is 0.04. Let's call this equation 1. Okay. And now for 20 minutes, once again, we will do the same thing. This will be 2.303 divided by K log A naught minus A naught divided by 0.03. Let's call this equation 2. Oops, sorry. We will call this equation 2, all right? Okay, now all we have to do is, let's subtract 2 minus 1, okay? If we subtract 2 minus 1, how did this caption come up here? Something or the other keeps happening. How do you do that? Subtitle setting. More settings. Do we want it? We do not want the subtitles, right? Sorry guys, I think it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. So if we just subtract 2 minus 1, what will we get? 20 minus 10. So 10 here, 10 is equal to here 2.303 divided by K, and we can write here log A naught minus 0.03 minus log A naught divided by 0.04. Correct? Yes, everybody? Okay. Now, moving on. So, this will be 10, which is equal to, acha, K value. What is the K value? Let's write the K value first. Okay. From here, we can also write the K value. K is equal to 2.303 divided by T half, and here we can write log 2. Isn't it? Yes, everybody. Now from here, let me move on to the next slide. From here, what we can do is, now that we know the value of K, so 10 is equal to 2.303 multiplied with T half. As you saw here, see 2.303 divided by K. Since here denominator is T half, this will become numerator. That's why I have multiplied here T half, okay? Divided by 2.303 log 2. And here log 4 divided by 3. Now from here, if you calculate, what do we have? We have to calculate T half. So T half will be equal to T half. This 10 will be here. So 10 multiplied with log 2 divided by, what else was given to you? Log 2, log 4 by 3, log 4 minus log 3. And if you remember in the question, you are also given the values of log 2 and log 3. Correct? So 10 multiplied with log 2 value is 0.3. That means this is 3. Log 4 value is 0.3 multiplied with 2 and log 3 value is given to you, that is 0.48. If you calculate this, how much do you get the answer? I think the answer is supposed to be 25. Is that correct, everybody? 25 is the correct answer. 25 is the correct answer, I suppose. Did you all get it? Will you make crash course for NEET 2024? I think NEET 2024, NEET English, we have another channel, bacha. You have to go and check there, okay? I think that is the correct answer, 25. We are done with it, and this is the last question. This was the last question that we had. That's it. Is Namrata ma'am going to take any more session? So I think we are done, guys. Let's call Shreyas sir once to end the session. Shall we call Shreyas sir to end the session, and you guys... Okay, I think that's all. That's all. No worries. Ma'am, in molarity question, I've written 7.176 accurately. Is that wrong? Yeah, because you were asked integer, nearest integer, and nearest integer of 7.176 is 7. So they may deduct marks, okay? They may deduct marks. All right, guys, that was all for today. And you all know that in Vedantu, we have launched Vedantu JEE Main test series. And we also have Vedantu JEE Main +Advanced test series. Now, all the students who are absolutely sure that you are going to get a good mark or you are going to get a good percentile, I would suggest that since you have seen the level of questions that we do here on YouTube, you have no idea how our paid classes, the Eklavya classes, how our test series are even more amazing. I am not kidding. Every year I have told you that all the students who have studied with us, who have studied with Vikas sir, Abhinav sir, Saurav sir, Shubhang sir, Amit sir, yes, they have always come back and told us that, ma'am, not a single question was surprising for you. So I really do not know what you're waiting for and why you are still not confused, everybody. Yes, so all I would say is just go and get this test series because this can definitely help you with your JEE Advanced. Mark my words, you get this test series, and even after that, if you don't find your advanced level question papers to be not surprising, to be easy slightly, you can come back and you can let me know in this comment section. Let me know that it did not help you at all. Let me know. Please go ahead and let me know, okay? You can do that. Now, moving on from here, everybody, here are our books that we have launched. And in this books also, you will get 1,380 questions in all physics, chemistry, as well as mathematics. If you are ready and if you want to take a betterment exam for your April 2nd attempt of JEE, I suggest that you must get the books, okay? All right. And apart from this, everybody, we also have JEE Advanced Rank Accelerator Rank Booster Series. You can get this book as well. And with this note, everyone, this is your JEE 2024, the third day. First shift we have covered. We will see you once again for shift number 2. I hope that you all have done amazing in your exam. Can't wait to see you all graduating. Can't wait to see you all get to your dream NIT, your dream IIT, everybody. All the very best. See you in the evening. The link is in the description box. You will be getting notes. You will be getting computer-based PYQs. You will be getting PDFs. You will be getting mocks. Everything is there. All the essential links are below this video in the description box. Okay? All right. With this note, everybody, tara bye-bye. See you all. And do not forget to join our Telegram channel. Bye. All the very best. See you in the evening, guys. See you in the evening, everybody.